Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Sheffield, Iowa, home of the Warhawks. The St. Ansgar Saints are here to play football, varsity football. Candle Genius here. To my right is Duke Scoop, and to his right, not your average Joe. We're doing a one-camera appearance here in Sheffield tonight. Thank you, T-Mobile, for offering us a super solid internet connection so we can do this one without
National
any disruptions.
sponsor, T-Mobile. Appreciate you.
We do
We have
appreciate
Polaris, Tupperware, and T-Mobile. All on board here, Saints TV. ESPN, we are coming for you, which we learned is Disney last week.
We did learn as Disney last week. Thanks for the contributions out there from the chats to educate us. Well, hey, speaking of education, Joe, we are about a little less than 30 minutes, according to the clock up above. It's 26 minutes and 10 seconds away from game time. What can we expect? Not your average Joe.
Well, we always do the weather check, and it is going to be yet another fantastic Friday night in North Iowa for football. My goodness, have we gotten lucky with this weather thing. All year long, we haven't had a rain event. We haven't had a cold night. We haven't had a super windy night. We are 7 for 7 for top 10 football nights in America here in North Iowa the last 7 weeks. But winter is coming, as they say on that one show. So we're ready for it, but it's going to be a beautiful night here in Sheffield. Checking the weather, 70 degrees, 9-mile-an-hour north wind, although that information, I believe, is old because it has gotten very calm. In fact, so calm that the cloud of dust from the gravel road that leads into this place is kind of covering the area in a fine coating of limestone rock dust, which is super handy. That ball might be a little slippery here tonight in Sheffield, where your 5-1 St. Ansgar Saints take on the 1-5 West Fork Warhawks. The Warhawks are coached by Dan Westhoff. He's in his third year here. We've talked about this for years here at West Fork. They've got the size, they've got the speed, they've got athletes, and they're working on turning this program around. Obviously, they still have work to do. They start the season 1-5. They started the season 1-0. They beat Clayton Ridge early on, 32-6. Didn't just beat Clayton Ridge. They kind of sent a message there, and I think turned some heads early in the season. But it has gone the wrong way since. They lost to Newman 20-15 in week 2. Of course, that's a Newman team at full strength, different than the Newman team we saw last week. They lost to North Butler in week 3, 36-14. Dropped one to Lake Mills, who these Saints play next week, 28-17. Lost to West Hancock, 48 donut. And then last week, in probably the most unexpected score in our district here, District 2, they lost to North Union 42-13. I didn't see that one coming. I thought that might be a really good football game. It turned out not to be. So the Warhawks come in here 1-5 to face your 5-1 Saints. They're going to run the wing T on offense, so that's what you'll see out of West Fork. So when you hear wing T, think West Hancock's offense, right? A lot of trap.
I knew I'd heard that before.
You got it. A lot of trap, dive, sweep, toss, and then they're going to play off of all that into the passing game. What's interesting is they don't throw it very often. 16% pass plays, 84% rush plays. Their yards gained are almost exactly the same percentage breakdown. So I think on offense, the folks to watch there are Dax Sunken, number 9. So you're going to hear that name a lot, Sunken. You probably remember Sage Sunken. That would be his older brother, I believe, who graduated last year. He was their leading rusher this year. It's Dax Sunken who looks to take over that spot. He has 78 carries and 431 yards on the season, so he's got some good numbers, 7 touchdowns for number 9, Dax Sunken. Across from him in the other half of that wing T is Blaine Schultz, number 24. He's got 310 yards of rushing and 46 carries. So between the two of them, kind of like the Saints offense, where you don't have that 900-yard back at this point of the season, but they have 2 guys north of 300, and then the fullback, Tyler Fessler, number 10. So those are going to be your 3 guys carrying the ball. He's got 45 carries, so almost as many carries as Schultz, 260 yards. So they're going to run it primarily. 86% of the time we'll see this West Fork offense line up and run it to either one of the wingbacks or to the fullback the majority of the time. When they throw it to Nolan Schreckengast. number 26. Nolan Schreckengoss, the senior, has 8 catches, 229 yards on the season, 2 touchdowns. Has almost a 30-yard average, so when he goes and gets it there for big plays, that will be what the Saints will try to limit tonight, is that big play to Schreckengoss. He generally plays tight end in this offense. So that's what they look like offensively. If we go to the Saints side of the football, on offense, led by senior quarterback Jace Schweisau. We haven't thrown it a lot the last couple of weeks, haven't needed to, and haven't. He is 40 of 63 for 63.5% completion percentage. 6 touchdowns, just 1 interception, 660 yards passing. His favorite target, well, he doesn't have one. And why is that? Because he's got 4 favorite targets.
Oh.
Yeah. He just can't pick one. It's like picking your favorite child. You just can't do it, or at least you shouldn't in public, I've learned. So he has 4 favorite receivers, and they look like this. Corbin Michaels, 12 catches, 200 yards. Number 7, Connor Mullenbeck, has 9 catches, 140 yards. Dylan Brum, 10 catches, 180 yards. Tyson Klein, 7 catches, 127 yards. So I wasn't kidding. Sometimes we exaggerate here on Saints TV. Not tonight.
Not this time,
we
Joe.
just had a crash here in the stands. I think everybody's okay. These stands are dangerous. They do not have a back. They do not meet OSHA standards at this point. But you know what? They're grandfathered in, so we're going to deal with them. Is everybody okay? Everybody's okay.
Everybody's okay.
Jan had a spill, but
Don't
she's okay.
Don't worry, watchers and listeners and viewers of the show. You are in safe hands tonight, but we are not in safe seats.
Right, exactly. Just keep that in mind. If you hear a loud bang like you just did, it is just one of us falling. It's a short fall, so it'll be fine. Back to the stats. So we have 4 favorite receivers. Kind of the running game's kind of the same way, right? The Saints have 1,700 yards of rushing. If I told you that at the beginning of the season, we will roll into Week 7 with 1,700 yards of rushing, you'd say, well, we should probably have a pretty good record. Check. Right, 5-1, we do, and we should probably have a kid who's got 1,000 of those yards. Right, we'll have somebody.
That's the Saints' way, isn't it? Like, who's that guy? Who is that guy, Joe?
Yep, we don't have one, right? Because we have 4. Instead of having one guy, we certainly have 3 running backs and a quarterback who all will go get it.
So they're all slackers, you're saying?
Yeah, exactly. Led by Corbin Michaels, chief slacker. Number 2, Corbin Michaels, 70 carries, 630 yards. Finished last week in the first half, essentially, had 216 yards on 7 carries. Pretty good week out of Corbin Michaels last week. I expect we'll see something similar this week. 8 touchdowns for that young man. Tyson Klein, the second leading rusher, 442 yards on 62 carries. So those two really have even carries, right? They both have about 70 carries. Klein with 8 touchdowns as well. Fullback Joe Clevenger, 40 carries. Jay Schweisau, quarterback, 40 carries. So we've got 2 guys who have carried it about 70 times and 2 guys who have carried it about 40 times. That is balance in terms of who's getting the football, makes it hard to defend. And we, of course, already talked about the passing game. If you do happen to shut all 4 of those guys down, well, we'll just throw it over the top to one of 4 receivers.
That's pretty good balance.
And we talked about that on the pregame or the Class A show that we did earlier. If you haven't seen that yet and you're here in West Fork or traveling to the Hawkeye game tomorrow, go bring that baby up. It's kind of a podcast. You don't need to see it. You can hook up to your Bluetooth in your car and listen to that. We talk a lot about the teams that we think are going to make the playoffs around the state. There's a bunch of key matchups tonight. We'll try to bring you those scores as we go.
And we've never been wrong before, so whatever we said on that show is going to happen, has happened, or will happen.
Will happen. It's one of those 3, for sure.
I said that twice, will happen.
But that's why I went with 3.
You know, back in the 1980s, I read a book about the 1990s before they happened, and everything was accurate. Everything was right. Yep, right on down to metric teeth and utilizing old Volkswagens as warfare. It all happened. It feels a little bit like that here.
Yeah.
Wow.
Eat your heart out, Jetsons.
That's right. Let's get back to football on the defensive side.
Oh, do we have to?
I think it's senior night. Is it senior night here? And I don't want to interrupt. But
I'm sorry. It is. Yes.
Yeah, that's just a little update for those who aren't at the game. Yeah. But if you're from Sheffield or around Sheffield, check out your seniors. Well, you guys keep talking about your thing. I'll keep them going here.
It sounds good. On the defensive side, here's what we do to teams. We have this often from week to week, right? Where the team, if you go look on film, they play a 4-man front. They won't play a 4-man front tonight. We expect them to run 6 guys when we're in the wishbone. We think that's what they'll do. Just because they're going to try. We have those 4 guys who are all dangerous running the football. They're going to try to shut that down and make us go throw it. So normally a 4-man front, probably going to play a 6-man front when we're in the wishbone, and when we're not, when we give them that pistol look or that shotgun look or the power
Pew, pew.
eye, they will go into 5-man front. We think that's what you will see defensively tonight. They have a leading tackler, Jack Waters Jr., number 66, 37.5 tackles for that young man. Believe he plays middle linebacker, so we'll keep an eye on him. 66 defensively appears to be their guy. For us, Corbin Michaels, we've gushed about Corbin Michaels on this broadcast. He's a complete player. He's just as good defensively as he is offensively. 41 tackles for that young man, 28 of them solo, 8 tackles for loss for Corbin Michaels. Joe Clevenger, 35.5 tackles for him, 25 of those solo, and 2. We had another crash. We've had another accident here in the stands at West Fork, but I think I'm happy to report everybody is okay. Interceptions. Here's another fun one, guys. Dylan Brum tied for 3rd or 4th, I believe, in Class A football with 5 interceptions. I had 2 last week. Let's see if Dylan Brum can get on the board and get himself a 6th interception here tonight at West Fork. So that's a look at both defenses as we prepare for Week 7 already, guys. Week 7.
That's unbelievable. And you talked about the weather and how fortunate we've been. Another perfect night, 7 perfect weekends for football. Where it's going to jinx us, it's going to catch up to us at some point here. But the reality, we're at our 4th away game of the season. Yeah. And when we travel to away games, we like to sit with our own fans on the visitor side. That means we're out in the elements. You know, I purchased some things earlier on to make that reasonable. If it rains, if it snows or sleets or things like that. We haven't needed it, guys.
Thank you for buying those, by the way. I think that is the sole reason we haven't needed them, is we have had the equipment on hand to fight those elements, and we just haven't had any elements. Been a great football season. Saints look to keep rolling. The 2nd edition of those IHSAA rankings came out this week. Duke, I don't know if you're in a spot where you could throw those up. It's no big deal. I'll talk through them if you don't.
No. Give me 5 seconds.
Okay, we will. So
boom.
Let's talk about. Oh my gosh, you didn't even need 5 seconds. There they are. They are on your screen. This is the 2nd edition.
Oh, this is not. This is last week's, but I didn't have to update it. So all the records are wrong.
Oh, the records are wrong. But
everybody has one more win.
The same.
Well, he'll help us make our point of nothing changed.
Nothing changed.
Right? Every team went out and got the W.
Wait.
And
there it is. Look at that. I updated it.
You updated
with a click of a button.
There it is. There is the brand new, fresh off the printing press, Class A rankings. West Hancock at number 1, ACGC at 2, your Saints at 3.
Took me all week to update them.
Duke has been a busy guy as he's
I haven't slept. I haven't eaten.
Love it. So those are your rankings. No changes. There will be changes after tonight. A couple of ranked teams play each other.
Oh, man.
On our Steve, the St. Louis Soothsayer, says a couple of those ranked teams are going down tonight.
And Steve has not been wrong yet, am I right?
Steve's 5-0 on the season, uses a super computer to do his analysis, and he has...
Here's his picks.
A couple of those key teams losing.
Oh, should we talk? Here's how he did last week.
So, yeah, last week we talked. He picked Makokota Valley. He loved Makokota Valley. They come
Still
in
likes them.
And ride 35-0 over Bellevue. Mount Air beats Linville. Sully, Tri-Center Neola proves they belong in the discussion by hammering St. Albert.
And they were down early in that game.
You bet.
And stormed back.
Kind of got a test.
Going into halftime, and then continued that in the second half and blew them the doors off St. Albert.
St. Ansgar, of course, we saw what they did over a depleted Newman Catholic squad, 60-0. And Sibley Ocheeden falls to Galen Catholic in what my understanding is, from what I could find on the old interwebs, was a fantastic football game. A really good game that Galen Catholic found a way to score in the fourth quarter and win that one.
So our game got done before theirs. And so I pulled up. They have a live stream too, and I caught the end of it just after it finished, and they had a fireworks show afterward.
Well,
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Gauntlet thrown. That sounds like a challenge.
Oh, my goodness.
We have some
Fireworks.
Saints fans with access to fireworks.
We don't need to do it.
I think.
Did they shoot them with a T-shirt cannon, or how did they get
Right.
them out?
Oh, that sounds dangerous.
I think fireworks is
Some
dangerous.
bottle rockets and a T-shirt gun.
The more dangerous, the more fun.
Let's talk about some of these key matchups for week number 7. Here are Steve's picks for week 7. He's got that Maquoketa Valley. There's that unranked Maquoketa Valley. He has upsetting 5th-ranked North Lynn.
I'm surprised they're unranked. Sorry, go on.
No, 100%. You know, we talked about it on our preview show. Maquoketa Valley hasn't allowed a point in 5 weeks of football. So this one's going to be very interesting. Northland's going to score, but so can Maquoketa Valley. That one will be a fun game. Steve gives Maquoketa Valley the edge, I think, in a 3-point game in his analysis. ACGC rolls over Mount Air. They're the number 2 ranked team. They're big. Guys, I watched some film this week of ACGC. They are big up front. So I hope we get to see that team in person down the road here. It will be late in the playoffs before we get to see them, if we get to see them here as Saints fans. But they look like the legit number 2 team to me, just watching a little bit of film. They're big up front, and they run the football very effectively. In the bottom corner, Earlham plays who's underneath that
Riverside.
masked
I covered
man.
up the
You bet. That's Riverside. So that is, again, unranked Riverside beating Earlham. I think we have them, or the state has them as the 6th-ranked team. And Steve says Earlham goes down tonight.
There.
So 5 and 6 lose tonight, according to St. Lee Soothsayer Steve.
I moved him a
Tri-Center
bit.
and Woodbury Central. Tri-Center Neola.
That'll be a good game.
Yeah, that's a quasi
Well, these all are good games. Sorry.
championship game. Yep, both those teams are undefeated in district play. So the winner of District 7 will be the winner of that game tonight, unless something crazy happens next week. And Steve likes Tri-Center Neola. So we'll try to give you those updates as we go throughout tonight if we can find them. Keep an eye on. Obviously, those are all potential opponents down the road for your Saints. Keys to victory. Let's talk about this. Back to the West Fork game. 10 minutes to kick off here. What do the Saints need to do to win this one here in Sheffield? By the way, if you're on the way, we are in Sheffield. Sometimes there's confusion about where are these games at again with this West Fork Union, but it is here in Sheffield.
Yeah, it seems their junior high, their lower levels end up being played in Rockwell, right?
Yeah.
Often. Sheffield's for varsity, so here we are.
Saints, keys to victory. Key number 1, control the ground game. Right? We are rushing attack. We've talked about led by Corbin Michaels. 630 yards for Corbin Michaels. Tyson Klein with 444. That's our biggest strength. 1,700 yards of rushing. 27 rushing touchdowns. Go dominate on the ground and control the pace of this game by controlling the ground game. So I think the Saints will establish a run early and wear down West Fork's defense. West Fork's big. They've got some size, so it'll be a challenge for our guys up front and a good test. But at the end of the day, dominate the ground game. Key number 1. Key number 2, create defensive pressure and turnovers. We talk about turnovers. We won the penalty battle and the turnover battle last week against Newman for the first time in a couple of weeks. Need to do that here again tonight. Our defense has been solid. Have 12 sacks and 7 interceptions on the season, the Saints do. That's a winning combination. Xander Hansen only has a 33% completion percentage, so when they do throw it, they're not super accurate. Let's see if the Saints defense can force him into some bad looks tonight and go pick that thing off and win that turnover battle. Finally, special teams execution. It's that time of year, right, where special teams really start to matter. The Saints
most wonderful time.
have had the edge in that category. It often gets overlooked, but we see that as a key tonight. Get some big return yards, cover those kicks better, right? That was one of the weaknesses, one of the reasons that West Hancock game went the wrong way, as our kick coverage broke down in a couple of cases. The last few weeks, that's gone really well. Let's keep that mojo going tonight. Key number 3, special teams execution.
I love the keys. I always love the keys to the game because throughout the game we get to reference all that, right? And talk about, hey, well, not your average Joe told you so.
Yep. So key number 1, control the ground game.
My key graphics are on the fritz.
I got you.
I was doing other stuff I wasn't watching. So
You're all right. Key number 2 was, if it works, let's just test it out.
No, it doesn't work.
Doesn't work. Key number 3?
Nope, just key 1.
Just key 1.
And
well, good. Well, you heard them all here
You heard 'em.
on Saints TV. We will, if we're right, we'll bring them up again. We have a tendency to do that, right? When we're wrong, we kind of sweep them under the rug. But if they matter, we'll be sure to let you know we talked about it.
So far, good internet connection here tonight. I know, what, it was a couple weeks ago at home, we had an interesting situation with our internet. I was speaking with someone from out of town the other day, and these out-of-towners, they actually stream Saints TV, and they were talking about, like, hey, what happened with Saints TV the other night? They have other games going on as well. But they were paying attention to our stream. They realized when our internet was out. What are we doing? Oh, you've got someone else's game going here tonight.
Oh, I'm just snooping.
We're snooping. We're just seeing what's going on so we
I
can keep
thought
track of those key games.
Was that our broadcast?
No,
Did you put it on?
this isn't us. This is.
I thought you just stuck that on our broadcast.
I probably could. I could figure that out. Gotta pirate some other games around this. Oh, we should do live check-ins.
There you go. That'd be fun.
That would be
Dude.
fun.
Dude,
okay,
on-air
that's better than
production
fireworks.
meeting.
Oh,
Live
oh.
check-ins.
Do you have another HDMI cable, Eric?
Of course I do.
Oh, I got
So
a
you
cool.
do?
Oh, man, this
Of
is going to be
course I
cool.
do.
All
What
right,
flavor
folks.
do you
We'll
want?
be right back. See you in a little
6
bit.
minutes kickoff.
This broadcast is made possible thanks to the generous contributions of the advertisers you see here, as well as the Foundation for the Enhancement of Mitchell County and the Saints Legacy Fund.
It's Saints TV's goal to bring the game to those who are unable to cheer from the stands. Watching the stream is free. Creating it is not. Please consider donating to our cause through our donation partner, Give Butter. 100% of your donation goes directly to the St. Ansgar school system, where it is used for the education of our students, the equipment used to create these streams, and the athletic department so that our students can keep competing in the sports that are near to their hearts. Thank you for supporting St. Ansgar, and thank you for giving Butter.
Johnson Oil, we do a little bit of everything from home to tank. We can set your LP tanks, fill your refined fuel, monitor your tanks, fill your LP cylinders, and we can get whatever parts and service you need.
Every single job that we do, either one or both of the owners are on the roof overseeing and often installing the products, which is something that we really pride ourselves on and make sure that we're going above and beyond.
Thank you, Patterson Seed in St. Ansgar, for your generous contributions to Saints TV. For more information on how Patterson Seed can help you get higher yields, contact Mike Patterson at mike@pattersonseed.com.
At Farmer State Bank, we have a proud tradition of commitment of excellence.
Hey guys, what's all the big production about?
We have a couple job openings that we're looking to fill, so we're making a commercial.
Just tell them you're going to pay them well. We're really pretty easy to get along with most of the time, and there's plenty of room for advancement or whatever.
At Farmer State Bank, we have a proud tradition of paying you, being pretty easy to get along with most of the time, and there's plenty of room for advancement, or whatever.
Welcome back here to Sheffield, where the West Fork Warhawks take on your St. Ansgar Saints. The Saints won the toss and deferred, so the Saints will kick it off here to West Fork. Looks like they have Dornkamp back to receive here. Their numbers on the black jerseys, the red numbers kind of stand out. I like that. Should be a little easier this week to determine
nice
who's who.
white outline around them.
The Saints in the white helmets, white jerseys, gray pants tonight. New look here. Provide your feedback to Captain Jay Suisow. If you don't like this look, go ahead and let him know.
That's him kicking right there.
He is kicking. We are underway here in Sheffield. Kick goes out of bounds at the inside the 20, so that means they'll set it up 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line for the Warhawks, where they'll have it for their first possession of the night.
If you're just checking in here at the beginning of this one, we're in a one-camera operation tonight. Sometimes we have a sideline cam, not tonight. We're going simple here in Sheffield. So one camera, one chance to get it right, and by golly, we intend to deliver. Candle Genius here, Duke Scoop, not your average Joe. 11:56 on the clock. First offensive play here for these Warhawks.
Xander Hansen, number 2, is your quarterback. He puts 24 in motion. That's Schultz. Handoff to Fessler, to the fullback. Big gain. Gain of 10. First down, Warhawks on their first play. That's Tyler Fessler. Kind of crossed the Saints up there. Handed it to the fullback with that trap play. And the wing tee. Just like West Hancock runs and several other teams we played, I guess. Popular high school offense here at the small school level in Iowa. Chains are not set. Now they are, and we are back to play. Back to pass. Hansen finds Dornkamp over the middle for a nice gain. Give him 9 yards on first down. Makes it 2nd and 1. Good job by West Fork. They come out, get the Saints on their heels early. 2 big plays. A fullback trap gets 10 on the first play, and a nice little pass on a crossing pattern from Hansen to Dornkamp. Gets 9 on the second play. 2nd and 1.
Pretty quick to the line, too.
Yes, they are. Now the handoff comes this way. Nice tackle there. That is Seth Schatz, who comes up and stops him right at the line to gain. They give him the first down without a second look. That was Schultz, Blaine Schultz, the second leading rusher there. Gets exactly what he needed.
Yeah, he had a yard or two past the marker.
Yep. The chains have been real slow to get set here. The side judge is having a conversation right now with what's going on there. Fullback here, Fessler. This line for the Warhawks is big, and they've been pushing around the Saints defensive line here early, but that one goes for just a short gain. Give him a yard, 2nd and 9. Fessler's second carry of the night. He got 10 on that first one. Duke mentioned it, but they are definitely playing fast. Once they have a big gain, they're going to the line fast. That short gain, they take a little more time there. Hansen fakes the handoff, going to throw it. Quick hitter out to Sunken. Short gain for Sunken, forced out of bounds by Tyson Klein and Seth Schatz. Give him a yard at 3rd and 8. Good job by the Saints defense there. Saints had that one red. Nice fake from Hansen. We could see it. This perspective is really nice here in Sheffield. We're close to the action, especially when they're on this hash. Handoff, Fessler, middle. Great job, Joe. Clevenger comes up and makes the tackle after a short gain. That'll make it 4th and 6. We're 1-5, playing the 3rd-ranked team in the state. You're going for it here, right, guys?
I think at this point in the field, and the way they've been moving it, you have to, right? This is a really good start for these Warhawks.
And they
what do you expect, Joe?
They're going to go for
pass?
it here. No, we'll get a little pass. Here's my prediction. Let's see if I'm right. They are. Hands it back to pass. All kinds of time. Chucks it over the middle, and it's tipped away. That was going to be a touchdown.
That was going to be a tutty. Who tipped that? That
Jace
was beautiful.
Schwiesau saves.
Jace.
6 there with the tipped pass. Somehow he got loose and behind every Saints defender. The tight end did there. That's Schreckengast, who was going to haul that one in if Schwiesau hadn't knocked it away. Big play, Jay Schwiesau. So the Saints turn them over on downs. They'll have their first possession here. Schwiesau under center. Gonna pass.
Oh.
Receiver got tripped up. That was Klein, the intended receiver. He got tripped up, kind of got leg whipped, fell on the ground, was trying to get up as Schwiesau was throwing it to him. Jace is having a conversation with the man in the white hat, like, hey, did you see my receiver get tackled there before I could throw in the ball? I love it. I love it. Just, it never hurts to, hey, just did you see that? Because I saw it. Schwiesau hands it off. That is Joe Clevenger.
That's funny. I didn't see the numbers on the jersey, but that guy definitely ran like Joe Clevenger. And sure enough, nice tough running by Clevenger.
Gets 4, 3rd and 6. 3rd and a long 6. Schwiesau under center, back in the wishbone. Handoff. Corbin Michaels. Corbin Michaels breaks the tackle, fights for the first down. He's going to be right at the marker. Let's see if they call this one a first down as fast as they called it the other way. They do.
Oh, they do call it.
First down, Saints.
I thought he may have been a little short,
this
but
crew is not interested in measuring tonight. That's 2 that should have been measured that we're not. Just give them the first down. We're fine. As long as we're consistent, that'll be just fine.
Keeps the game moving.
Keeps the game moving. Exactly right. Nothing wrong with that. So the Saints get their first down of the night. And in honor, they're going to go in shotgun here. Schwiesau pitches it to Corbin Michaels, who gets outside. Corbin Michaels inside the 30, down across the 25. First down, Saints, after a big Corbin Michaels run at the 24-yard line of West Fork. Nice play there. Just a little option, pitch out to Corbin Michaels, get him open in space, and he does good things with it. Same look here for the Saints. Dylan Brum on the bottom of your screen. And get a motion penalty on the Saints, I believe. A formation penalty, perhaps. Nice gain. But all for naught. Illegal shift on the Saints. That'll make it 1st and 15. So the first penalty of the night goes against the Saints, makes it 1st and 15 after a illegal shift. Having a passionate discussion on the sideline with the offender. Looks like somebody a little early to get moving forward, perhaps. Connor Mullen back on the bottom of your screen. Dylan Brum in the slot, and at the top is Seth Schatz. Let's see if we see a pass here. We do not. It's going to be the pitch to Corbin Michaels. Lots of room and lots of speed. Corbin Michaels inside the 10. 5. Touchdown, Saints! Corbin Michaels scrambles 23 yards into the end zone for the touchdown.
So you talked about that before, about if you can just get Corbin Michaels outside that first 7 yards or whatever that number is, he's unstoppable.
That was a beautiful run by Corbin Michaels. He's so quick. He accelerates so fast, 0 to 60 in 0.2 of a second, and he goes into the end zone, puts the Saints up 6-0. Andrew Hall is your snapper. Shots the holder. Schwiesau to kick. Good snap. Good hold. Kick is up, and it is blocked. I wonder if they saw something there on those extra point attempts, because they had 3 guys in position to block that one.
Yeah, that
they
was
found
going nowhere.
a hole in our coverage there, or somebody missed an assignment. I'm not sure. But either way, Corbin Michaels with a touchdown run puts the Saints up 6-0, 7:26 to go in the first quarter here in Sheffield.
Every single job that we do, either one or both of the owners are on the roof overseeing and often installing the products, which is something that we really pride ourselves on and make sure that we're going above and beyond.
Oh, hi, everybody. You don't want to see me, do you?
Here comes the kick. Well, that one's high.
High kick, fielded by Dornkamp. Takes it all the way across the field. Tries to find a lane, cannot, and we're going to get an illegal block in the back penalty at the end of it. So the second penalty of the night, I believe this one will go against the Western Fork of the Cedar River. It does. So that'll back West Fork up.
I saw what you did there, Joe.
We learned that during basketball season last year. That's what West Fork, this is the West Fork of the Cedar River, the little stream that runs by here.
Yeah, the Cedar River. That's
kind
the
of
confusing part
that
to me,
is,
because
the Cedar's in Mitchell County, man.
Yeah.
It's by us. But
It's all part of the Mississippi watershed.
listen to Duke give you watershed knowledge. You never know what you're going to learn here on Saints TV. So the second drive of the night starts for Xander Hansen and the Warhawks. Handoff outside to Sunken. Nowhere to go. Tackle for loss on the play. Forced back inside by Klein, and I think Clevenger cleaned it up. Loss of 2 on the play, 2nd and 12. After the Warhawks put a nice drive together, they end up turning it over on downs after the pass is expertly broken up by Schwiesau in the end zone. The Saints go 3 plays touchdown with their offensive possession. Let's see if the Warhawks here can put one together again. Start in a hole at 2nd and 12 after the penalty on the return. Quick pass out. Well defended again. Corbin Michaels, Connor Mullenback, Chase Haugen combine on the tackle for the Saints. Gain of 1 makes it 3rd and 11.
I was getting ready to say a host of Saints, but you had the host all identified. Nice job, not your average Joe.
got new contacts recently. I feel like I'm in the huddle with these things. They got like, the super zoom on them or something. We're close tonight. This is a nice place to watch a football game.
It sure is.
Back to pass is Hansen. Has a man. Finds him over the middle for the first down. Or very close to it anyway. That is Schreckengast. His favorite target. First down. Again, one I thought maybe they'd measure.
Yep.
They're going to be consistent about that. Not interested in measuring tonight. We're just going to call them first downs.
A really good coaching move. Good for the players to execute like that, recognizing this is how the chains are getting moved. Like, just get in there, get close.
Yep.
Let's convert and get to the next play.
Keep the game moving. I like it. Hansen hands it off to Sunken. Sunken's got nowhere to run. Those quick pass plays have been very effective. The running game, outside of that first play, has lost yardage on almost every play. Sunken loses 3 more there. I think he's got -5 yards rushing on 2 carries. Second and 13. Second and long. Hansen under center. Hands it off. Sunken again. Same play. Loses 3 more. Great tackle. Corbin Michaels. Textbook tackle.
Yeah,
Makes it 3rd and 16.
I talked earlier about the running form of what was obviously Joe Clevenger. Someone carrying the ball that gets tackled like that. I don't even need to see the tackler.
Nope.
I just see how the body moves of the guy being tackled, and it's Corbin Michaels. That was classic Corbin Michaels.
3rd down and 16 for the Warhawks. Watch Schreckengast, the tight end here. They're looking for him. He's well covered up. Runs into his own man. Falls down, pass incomplete. So Schreckengast ran into one of his blockers, got knocked down. At first I thought, we're going to get an interference penalty here, but it was his own man that knocked him down. That'll make it 4th and long, and the Warhawks will have to punt. Back to receive that punt, Corbin Michaels and Dylan Brum. Each of them with a kick return for a touchdown, one with a kickoff, one with a punt return for a touchdown this year. The punter is Schreckengast. He gets off a short punt, takes a West Fork bounce. It'll be downed at the 37-yard line where the Saints will have it for their second drive. 4:14 to go in the first quarter. Saints 6, Warhawks 0.
Smart play by the Warhawks on that one. A nice high punt. Get the defenders underneath it. Don't give these guys any room to catch and run.
Don't let either one of them catch and run.
Got it.
Both of them are dangerous in the speed department. The Saints have it for their second drive after a 24-yard touchdown run by Michaels on drive number 1. Going to start in the wishbone. Handoff, Michaels. Makes a man miss, and then another. Corbin Michaels. One man to beat, and he does. Touchdown, Saints!
Michaels.
Corbin Michaels with a 64-yard touchdown run to start that drive, and it's 12-0 Saints.
That's 2 consecutive runs for Michaels. Am I correct in that?
You are correct.
2 consecutive touchdowns.
Corbin Michaels has 88 yards of rushing on 2 carries and 2 touchdowns to start this one. Not bad. That's not a bad stat line for the first quarter.
On this extra point we talked earlier, did these guys see something on film that they just know how to block a extra point, or was there just something missed?
They sent everybody again up the middle. That one, not effective, though. The Saints get the extra point, 13-0 Saints. 4:01 to go in the first quarter. And the Saints' offense has been unstoppable early in this one. The West Fork offense looks very good as well. They just shot themselves in the foot on that last drive. First drive, they get across the 50, had a shot at a touchdown, but Schwiesau knocks it away right at the last second.
That was a heck of a breakup by Schwiesau.
Yeah, and that big throw. That's beauty.
A good start for the Saints. They lead at 13-0.
Score update for you. Maquoketa Valley up 6-0. Just scored over North Lynn.
Maquoketa Valley unranked playing North Lynn, who's ranked 5th, and Steve the Saintly Soothsayer says
So far, so Steve.
that Maquoketa Valley's winning that one.
I'm really interested in that game.
Yeah, I think it will be a very competitive. My guess is there's a lot of offense in that one, a lot of points in that one. Be a game that matters a lot down the road, and of course it matters in their district as well. Now, that is a district game. Chuisao on to kick it off here in Sheffield, where the Saints have a 13-0 lead. So we've been kicking it to this near side on your screen here. We do that again. Can it stay in bounds is the only question.
Wow.
Daniel Sutcliffe was right there.
Did he not end up with it?
He did not. He nicked it, and I think it rolls to a Warhawk. It did. But good job, good coverage there. Nice kick by Jace, and Daniel Sutcliffe is quick because he was right there on it.
Oh, that was a whale of a play. So on the camera, I saw him grab it, right? And then we go behind a couple bodies there.
It just comes out as he was trying to secure it before going out of bounds. So Xander Hansen and the Warhawks back to work offensively. Been a lot of Schreckengast and Dornkamp on pass plays here. This is a run from Fessler up the middle. Fullback gains 1. Their wing run game has not done much. In fact, I think it's gone backwards about collectively 9 yards on 3 carries. So we'll see if they continue to try to run it up the middle or run those quick pass plays that almost become run plays because they're so quick, right? He's getting that ball out in about a second and a half, just hitting those quick outs and crossing patterns here. See, we're going to see one here. Pass. Finds Schreckengast, leaks out of the backfield for a gain of 4, makes it 3rd and 5. That has been their favorite play. That's Hansen's favorite target is 26, the tight end. Schreckengast kind of leaks out, kind of blocks, and then leaks out into the middle of that. Can get it out quickly again.
It has been fairly effective.
Key play here for the Warhawks. They need a first down here. Stem the tide here. Offensively, it looks like the Saints are going to have their way, so they're going to need to score some points of their own to stay in this one. Back to pass his hands and pressured. Tyson Klein gets the Saints' 13th sack of the season. Huge loss on the play. Hansen loses 10, and the Warhawks punt it away. Great play by Tyson Klein.
Yeah, that was one of those plays where if they can squeak out a couple yards, I know they're deep in their own territory. Would they go for it on 4th down, considering what the Saints have been doing on offense? Give themselves a chance to score. But with that sack, not a chance. You got to punt it away.
You got it. And you're right. They gain 1 or 2 there. They probably go for it, right? Their offense has moved the ball well.
I think so.
Just a better play by Klein there. Oof. Short punt, way short. Takes a Warhawk bounce. Smartly avoided by the Saints there. He thought about picking it up. Decides not to, and the Saints will have a short field here. 1st and 10 from the Warhawk 30-yard line. Minute 58 to go in the first quarter. Offensively, Corbin Michaels has been unstoppable on the ground here tonight. I have a feeling he might get another opportunity here. Bold prediction, I know.
You're full of them, Joe.
Joe, who is number 10 for the Saints?
Number 10 is JT Red.
Oh, yeah, of course it's JT Red.
Trenton.
I saw that smaller frame in number 10, and I thought it was Tyke Remster for a second. I realized that's not true, obviously.
Chuisau's going to pass. Has Clevenger open. Nicely defended there. That's knocked away. I think that was Hansen, the quarterback for the Warhawks. Returns the favor on Chuisau and knocks away a touchdown pass. Chuisau did it to him on the first drive for the Warhawks, and he turns around and does it there because I believe if Clevenger gets his mitts on that one, he might be going into the end zone.
Yep, same situation, right? Would have been a tutty either way.
Yep.
Tut, tut.
Hats off to Kick and Kim
Shotgun.
Basu on the
Empty
scoreboard tonight.
Backfield. Corbin Michaels in motion, gets the pitch, has room to run. Flag thrown from the end zone. No joke, from the end zone on this play. That one comes from 50 miles away. It'll be holding on the Saints, and that'll back us up. Make it second and long. Holding is the call against the Saints. It'll make it 2nd and 20. So the Saints have it 2nd and 20. Chuizao. Pass. Nowhere to go. Man's covered up, so he just pulls it down and tries to run. Gets a couple. Good decision by Chuizao. Receiver was well covered. That was intended for Mullenback, I believe. That's where he was trying to go. That's where he was looking. He was covered up, and Schatz was down the field covered as well. So good decision by JC. Pulls it down, makes the most out of it, gets a couple, makes it 3rd and 18. 4 down territory here. You don't need all 18. Get 10. Give me 10 here, is what the coaches are saying in the huddle. Give me 10. How about a Corbin Michaels 10-yard run here?
I like the idea.
Instead, it's Tyson Klein who's going to get 10 and more. Tyson Klein, first down. Tyson Klein, touchdown. Tyson Klein on 3rd and 18 goes 35 yards into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. 19-0 Saints with 29 seconds to go in the first quarter.
Well, listen to that Tyson Klein touchdown is definitely a sound that we've heard in our ears many, many times before, and we expect to hear it many, many more times in the future. Another tremendous run by Klein.
Chuizao on to kick the extra point. Had a movement early. See who they call that on. Going to call it on the defense. So, offsides defense. Decline that penalty. The Saints do, and they will attempt the extra point here.
So for the folks at home, why would you decline that penalty, Joe?
So this is your standard setup for this extra point. They like this distance, so they're going to go ahead and decline it and just keep everything standard. This is what they practice. This is what they work on. So they're going to leave it the same. If you're in a situation where you might go for 2, game was a little closer, kick is wide right and no good, so it'll remain 19-0. But so in a game, let's say it's later in the game, it's a close game.
Who is that?
You might take that penalty and go for 2. Is that Slam and Sammy P?
Yes, it is.
Slam and Sammy gets the
those wheels.
He's wheeling Sammy P.
Michael's touchdown, Klein touchdown. 2 missed extra points, 19-0 Saints, 29 seconds to go in the first quarter. Good crowd here in Sheffield on the Saints sideline.
It really is.
A lot of Saints fans here tonight. Would love to see it.
I think it's a sellout on this side of the stands. I can't really show you here because the camera's on this side, but I think it's sold out on this side of the stands. If you're on your way to the game, don't worry.
We'll find your room.
We'll find your room. I don't know where the concession stand is in this place, so can someone please point to it? That does not help Duke. Duke's pointing multiple directions, with multiple arms.
I wonder if it's underneath their sideline over there, maybe. You know what I mean? Under their press box or something?
Good guess. I would guess it's over there.
Because I can't find one anywhere else, so it has to be invisible, which means it has to be underneath that. It's like the Mason City Speedway, if you've ever been there, where you have to go into the bowels of the place to find the concession stand. I think that's the same thing here. I like that place.
We did it recently.
The country Sunday night, the old Mason City Speedway. Chuizao kicks it deep. Received at the 20-yard line. Nice tackle there. Hall finishes him off. Tackle was started by I'm waiting for a number. Number 12. That is Joe Clevenger. Didn't look like a Joe Clevenger run, but Clevenger holds him up, and Andrew Hall finishes him off.
All right, folks, I'm going to try something. I'm just switching some cables around.
So don't be alarmed if you get a glitch.
Don't be alarmed if you get a glitch. We'll be right back if I break something. I think I have it set. Actually, we'll do it at the quarter. There's 24 seconds left.
23 seconds left in this quarter. False start to start this drive for the Warhawks. Oh, they called a timeout before the penalty, so timeout West Fork. Good coaching there. The coach saw something he didn't like, calls the timeout, saves the 5 yards.
All right, holding my breath.
Oh,
you can see him holding his breath.
You hold your breath.
We didn't lose the stream.
I will not the stream, just the camera.
Don't move a muscle, Eric.
I'm not gonna move. You know what? I'll just get the shot ready here for those who want to see the shot. If you're wondering what that wall is behind us here, what we're looking at, that is solid cement. It looks like wood. It was utilized wood farms back in 1727 when the building behind us was built as a nuclear bomb shelter. These guys were way ahead of their time. Come on, baby.
Come on, baby. Be good to me.
We still are at timeout. Warhawks call a timeout there to start this drive after something didn't look right. And a good call by the coaches. Save themselves 5 yards. 22 seconds to go in the first quarter.
These cheerleaders are doing great. We're about to see a play, though. Well, we're about to see a play.
It's going to be a trick play. Long pass incomplete. That was a handoff to Sunken, who rolled way out to the right side and chucked it about 40 yards for a receiver. It was over his head. Incomplete. Oh, a little birdie told me that we expect 4 or 5 trick plays in this game. There was number 1.
There was. That'd be 1 per quarter, or maybe more than 1 per quarter.
They're going to run a reverse here coming up pretty soon, too. You're going to see that. They like to run the reverse. They run that multiple times a game, so we'll see that one here soon, I have a feeling.
If you're looking for the play, don't worry, it's coming. It's coming.
I just goofed it up.
We'll keep
fullback run, no gain on second down, makes it 3rd and 10.
I should have waited for the quarter.
That will be the last play of the quarter, so now we'll get the camera fixed here at the quarter. We will be back.
Perfect time.
For the second quarter. Saints lead it 19-0 after 1 over West Fork.
Oh.
Oh, look at this. I got Saints TV t-shirts. So they're about to launch.
Oh, yeah, we'll stay here then.
Let's launch for the t-shirts. I see one. This got to be
there we go.
The arm t-shirt cannon in play tonight.
Yes, arm cannons.
Those are the t-shirt guns.
That's right.
They're the guns.
Good job as Saints cheerleaders getting everybody involved.
What was the score last week at the end of the first quarter? Was it 28? It was a silly score.
It was 35.
Oh, it was
running clock at the end of the first quarter last week. So,
and that was a Newman team that did not have most of their starters in for various reasons. So
missing like 8 guys total, on both sides of the ball.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Second quarter about to get underway.
That's a bummer.
Xander Hansen back to pass on 3rd and long. Has a receiver open. That's Schreckengost, but he can't make the play. Falls incomplete. It'll be 4th and 10.
Yeah, that's a good play. Good pass. It seemed like everything about it, a little bit like last week, right? Just the final execution, making the catch wasn't there. But we might see that one again.
Yeah, and man, they sure like throwing it to Schreckengost. That is repeatedly their target. And if he's getting lost at times in the Saints defense as he starts at kind of that tight end position. So the Saints will have to keep an eye on him as this game goes on.
You're getting it.
Schreckengost, the receiver, I believe, is also the punter. Gets
I'm not sure where
a decent kick away, takes a nice Warhawk bounce, and downed at the Saints' 36-yard line, where the Saints will have it for their 4th drive. The first 3 end in touchdowns.
The bag with the silver handle. Joe's got it.
First and 10 Saints. 36-yard line is where the ball is spotted. Their 4th drive of the night. 4 receivers set to start this drive. Michaels goes in motion. Moved a little early here. I believe this is the receiver on the near side of your screen. Got a little head start. Going to make it 1st and 15. Nobody madder about it than himself, right? That's the. He'll clean that up. 1st and 15.
I'm told when I stepped away, there's a prankster in front of the camera all waving and stuff. Is that true?
Is that right?
Sorry
so
about that, folks.
Back to a more traditional St. Ansgar set here with the wishbone. Hand off to fullback, Clevenger. Give him 8 on 1st and 15.
Clevenger will be watching this later. I'm sorry, Clevenger. You kind of went off my screen on that one. We caught the first couple yards.
That's right. 2nd and a short 8.
It's me being difficult trying to do something cool for the viewers.
It'll be worth it, folks.
It will
Stick
be.
around.
Just wait.
Keeps. Makes a man miss
like
up the
this play.
sideline. Jay Schwiesow still on his feet, still inbounds. 1st down and more into Warhawk territory. Go the Saints.
Now, I love
First
that
and
play.
10.
Let me first say, I love that play where the quarterback sweeps around the outside. I have to say, it looks a little, that cut. You see that cut that he made there?
Yeah.
It looks a little different when it's Schwiesow doing it versus when Michaels is doing it. Just,
Right.
It looks a little different. You might want to just compare the tapes.
It'd be fun to take a look.
But it is. It's fun either way. Great gain, great play.
1st and 10 Saints, the Warhawk 46. 2 receivers at the top of your screen. Shots at the bottom. Looking for Dylan Brum is Schwiesow, and he's got him. Dylan Brum with a great catch, goes up and gets it down to the 10-yard line, where the Saints will have it 1st and goal.
Great throw, great catch. I was surprised as fast as Brum is that the defender was that close to him, but the hands deliver, and it's a catch for a 1st down Saints.
It is just outside the 10-yard line, so the Saints... So this crew just decided, nope, it's no longer outside the 10-yard line. It's now on the 10-yard line. 1st and goal. Very efficient here, this officiating crew. We like that. Schwiesow. Pass for Michaels. Michaels almost came up with a great catch, but off his hands it goes after. He had to kind of make an adjustment at the last second. The defender kind of blocking his view. Michaels just a little shorter than Dak Sunken. by a foot or so.
Ow.
We had another crash here in the booth. This
was my knee into the table.
TV producer guy down here in the booth. We're going to need an ice pack. Schwiesow under center, hands it off to Michaels. Michaels cuts. Gets brought down. Nice tackle by Schreckengast.
Call it a rare tackle.
Is that Shrek and Gost or Shrek and Gost?
No, it was Schreckengast. One person this time. I see what you're doing there. Yeah. 3rd and goal from the 9 after a gain of just a yard for Corbin Michaels. He previously had 2 carries for 88 yards. Now he has 3 for 89.
Bringing down the average.
Schwiesow going to pass. Looking for shots. Touchdown, Saints! Schwiesow to shots for the touchdown. And the Saints take a 25-0 lead here in West Fork on a beauty of a connection. Schwiesow, shots.
That was a beauty of a connection and a beauty of a play. You know, you can try and defend. You said earlier, you're trying to defend this guy or that guy. Guess what? There's someone else that's going to be open and available.
We'll just throw it to Seth Schatz, right? Who just caught one pass all year. Yeah, that's fine. I love it. Love it. And a great pass. Great catch. 26-0 Saints after the extra point is good. 9:27 to go in the first half, and the Saints offense is rolling.
Well, hey, folks, I'm going to try to Yeah, let's try this.
You try your thinger again?
I'm going to try my finger. This is what I've been working on. I want to get you a live update.
Live update?
From around Class A.
What are you talking about,
And
dude?
guess
This can't
what?
be possible.
Oh, it's possible.
This is just a novice high school stream.
You're looking
Are you
in at
kidding?
the Missouri, no, Macokota Valley. I almost said Missouri Valley.
It's close
versus
to
Northland. Macokota Valley punches it in first. They go up 6-0. Did not convert the extra point. And then later on, just a couple moments ago, same thing. Pound and ground into the end zone. They go up 12-0 over Northland. And, so far, Steve is just
Steve's cooking.
rolling.
And unranked Macokota
Steve.
Valley leads Northland. 5th-ranked Northland.
Hey, we got time for another one, too. ACGC. Whoops, I got the ticker. That's our score on the top of the screen. But this is
okay.
the ACGC game, and they just punched it into the end zone. They are up. I didn't see if they made the extra point. But they got us first score. They go up first over, who are they playing? Mount Air?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
Mount
believe
Air.
that's right.
So there you have it.
There you have it. Back here to Sheffield, where the Saints lead the Warhawks 26-0 with 9.5 minutes to go in the first half. The Warhawks have come out throwing offensively and have had open receivers, have had potential, but just cannot close the deal offensively. And the Saints have had their way offensively. Everything has worked for the Saints in the first half. One of the up man has, that's Schreckengast. No, excuse me, that is 22. So it is one of the up men. Short return, nice tackle by Clevenger on the return. West Fork will start with the ball at the 33-yard line, 1st and 10.
It is 7-0. They did get the extra
They
point.
got the extra. So ACGC up early, Macokota Valley up early in those two games we were going to keep an eye on. What about the Erlin game? You got any updates from that one, or you want me to look for that?
You're going to have to look for that one. I did not see a live stream for that, so sorry, folks. You can't get your replays of scores.
Duke, I'm
I don't
impressed.
even know who. Yeah, I just it's insane to me.
When these Saints score points, these cheerleaders do jumping jacks. 26 this round. Oof. Looks like we got a timeout
Your
on the field.
timeout on the field. The Saints take that one, or does West Fork? West Fork takes their second timeout. Sorry, I was checking the Dodger game from California. Dodgers lead at the end of 2, 1-0.
I think we
That
would
update
get.
was for one person who I know is listening to our stream right now. You're welcome, Max.
I am not able to get that stream on due to the express written consent of the Major
Right.
League Baseball.
I don't think we have that express written consent.
There's a good chance those watching this from home have a channel that has that game going.
Also, shout out to the fishing crew. I hear 7 walleyes in the fish house way up north near International Falls right now. 7, by the way, for that lake is a record. So congratulations to Brian Bork and crew fishing, watching Saints TV from way up north. First down run, quick hitter there. That was just a QB keep, I believe. That is.
Yes,
That's
it was.
Xander Hansen who just took it forward and gains 3.
That's a good play. I expect to see that one a few more times, too.
Yeah, that might have been their most effective run play since the first play of the game when Fessler got 10.
It was just kind of quick, catch them off guard, just go down the gut.
Yeah.
Picks
And
up a few. And
the last 2 drives, they found themselves behind the chains early, right? 2nd and 12, 3rd and 15. They're not going to be successful doing that. They know that, so they make it 2nd and 7 on a smart play there.
Oof.
Handoff, middle, big collision in the middle, but he stays on his feet and gets the lost yardage back to make it a gain of 1. It'll be 3rd and 6.
who was the first guy there?
I believe it was Corbin Michaels, just based on the way the body reacted again. I don't know. I didn't see it.
I feel it
but
was 26. I feel like it was 26.
26? Andrew Hall.
I feel
if
like
it was
that. I don't
26.
know.
He hits a lot like a Michaels, old Andrew Hall does, so I could believe that.
Felt like a double-digit number. It was too fast for me to see it, but I didn't think it was Michael. So
I hear you.
we'll go Hall.
Good call there. The Andrew Hall checks in for the Saints, which probably means Joe Clevenger's not out there.
Oh, baby.
Hansen brought down in the backfield for a huge loss. Tyson Klein is wreaking havoc in the backfield, makes it 4th.
So what
and
do
forever.
the Saints And we're going to call it first here on the field, but I don't think it's really first.
I think Dial It Down guy is incorrect on that one. It is 4th down and 18.
So
and West Fork will kick it away.
To the Warhawks here. 3rd down, they've been losing a ton of yards. I don't know if the Saints have been kind of watching and expecting, and they know what to expect. But
yeah, and we're bringing Klein off the edge there, and he's so fast. Speaking of fast, Michaels has it. On the return, back across the 40-yard line, down at, they like it round numbers, this crew does, so it'll either be the 44 or the 45. Let's see which one they settle. They choose the 44 in this case, so this touchdown drive will be 1 yard longer. I stand corrected. They moved it to the 45 now. So it is the 45-yard line, 1st and 10, Saints, 7:17 to go in the first half. 26-0, the Saints lead it. Daniel Sutcliffe, the receiver nearest you, the split end here. Going to put a man in motion. That's Klein. Fake it to him. And no, they hand it to Klein. Faked me out. Get a holding penalty thrown 40 yards from the play, unfortunately. So that'll bring that one back. A gain of 8, or gain of 10, but not going to count. Holding on the Saints, which will make it 1st and 9, I believe, based on where that flag is thrown. If they mark it 10 yards from there, they do. Okay, so it'll make it 1st and 10. The holding was on the other side of the field. Usually you don't see that penalty flag thrown in that situation when the ball's on this side and the holding's on that side.
That's what I think it looked like it was flying from a very long ways
Yeah,
away.
Yep. That's what you saw there, and it's probably holding. There's probably holding on every play in high school football. Tyson Klein gets it all back on the next down anyway. 1st and 10, Saints ball at the 42-yard line of the Warhawks. So into Warhawk territory go the Saints. On their 6th possession of the night, they are 5 for 5. They're on their 5th possession of the night, they are 4 for 4 touchdowns on their first 4 drives.
So, Joe, for the folks at home, the folks in the nursing homes who are watching, these two teams, like the kids themselves, they don't look too different. Why such a difference in score? What's going on? What's the difference between these guys?
So, at this point, the Saints play calling and just mixing it up in that balance. I mean, they're just as big as we are up front. In fact, you've noticed we haven't run the ball straight up the middle very often. We're doing a lot of mixing up the playbook, and I think that's the difference. The Saints have executed the play calls better than West Fork has to this point. West Fork has looked decent offensively at times, and then they give up a 15-yard sack and lose all that progress, or drop a pass, or miss an open receiver. Has been the Achilles heel here early in this one. All Saints 26-0, 6 minutes, 18 seconds to go in the first half. Schwiesau pitches out to Michaels. Corbin Michaels cuts. Good job by the Warhawk defense there to get him corralled. He has 2 touchdowns on those plays tonight. That one goes for just 5. Makes it 2nd and 5.
Yeah, great job by the Warhawks defenders, because that looked like it was going to go exactly the same place the other ones went.
They made a nice adjustment.
Great adjustment. Get his hand on him. Don't let go. Wrap him up.
Yeah, the first guy kind of turned him back inside to the defender who was there to bring him down.
Gain of 5 is a big win for the Warhawks on that one.
3 receiver set. Pitch. Corbin Michaels at the 10. Down to near the 5-yard line where it'll be 1st and goal, Saints, after Corbin Michaels gets 10 yards on 2nd and 4. 1st and goal from the 6.
Let me know, Duke, if you see a chat from Barry Sanders.
Well, first, let's do a quick game break. Northland was marching down the field. This is the Maquoketa Valley game. Go for it on 4th and goal, about to score. Fumble the ball backwards, and they do not convert. Maquoketa keeps their scoreless streak alive.
They have not allowed a point in Maquoketa Valley in 5 weeks, 5.5 now. Schwiesau pass. Touchdown, Saints. Seth Schatz with his 2nd touchdown reception of
what is going on here
night.
Today.
An absolute bullet from Schwiesau to Schatz on that one. And the Saints are working on those pass plays. They know they're going to need them down the road. Work on them here tonight. They go up 32-0 after a 6-yard touchdown pass from Schwiesau to Schatz. The second in 2 drives.
So we got 2 Michaels touchdowns. We've got 2 Schatz touchdowns.
And a Klein touchdown in the middle.
And a Klein touchdown to go with it.
Motion again on the extra point attempt. They're going to call that one on the Saints. Sutcliffe moved. I thought maybe it was in reaction to the defender on the other side who was jumping into the neutral zone. They ruled it was not that. So it'll make this extra point try 5 yards deeper. Little field goal practice. Let's see if the Saints change it up and go for it instead. They do not. Going to use this opportunity to work on a 5-yard longer extra point. Andrew Hall, the snapper. Shots the holder. Schwiesau, the kicker. Operation works smoothly. And the Saints take a 33-0 lead with 5:03 to go here in the first half.
Duke ahead.
Johnson Oil, we do a little bit of everything from home to tank. We can set your LP tanks, fill your refined fuel, monitor your tanks, fill your LP cylinders, and we can get whatever parts and service you need.
Yeah. Quarterback's name for ACGC?
Are we live right now?
I think we are.
We are. Oh.
I have a score update for you, Steve. The St. Lee Soothsayer is on fire. He picked 2 upsets this week, both of them going his way by 2 touchdowns early. Riverside leads Earlham 14-0.
Wow.
Steve,
I'm telling you what. He had 2 ranked teams going down this week. It's early. Let's not count our chickens just yet, but Steve is rolling early in his 2 picks of the 2 upsets around the state. Schwiesau kicks it off. Ball hits the ground again, picked up by Dornkamp, who trips up. And in high school football, when your knee hits the ground and you have possession of the football, that is immediately down. So the Warhawks have a long field, down 33-0 in the first half here. They have an 84-yard drive ahead of them to pay dirt. The Saints defense looking to stop that drive. Few jumping jacks to do here for the Saints cheerleaders tonight. Man in motion for the Warhawks. Hansen pitches it back. Nowhere to run for Fessler on the little pitch. No gain on the play. Makes it 2nd and 10.
I did see the request out there to zoom in a little bit more. There's a little bit of a risk with that, especially when there's going to be a big pass of missing the play. So we're zooming in the best we can. We only have 1 camera tonight, no sideline cam to be a secondary source of the video in case I do miss it. So that's why maybe if you're looking for a little more zoom, I really can't give it to you, because if we miss it, we miss it. There's another camera.
There's no backup play tonight.
Yep, so playing a little bit safe here tonight, but I appreciate your chiming in and asking for it.
I can try to manually zoom in if we need to on plays.
Hansen's pass to Dornkamp is complete for the first down. Dual crossing pattern that has been effective a couple of times tonight.
That has been effective a couple times tonight. We were sure we'd see more of it, and sure enough, we now have.
Quick game break for you. ACGC scores again. That is, look at that little fake there by the quarterback. Was it Javen South, something like that? Javen South, I think his name is.
I believe you.
I looked it up. I can't remember.
And then you forgot already? I thought only did that.
ACGC is back in the end zone, 14-0. They lead.
Pass tipped away by Klein. Great deep play defensively by Tyson Klein on the defense on Schreckengast.
Oh, we got a flag kicking out here.
Going to get an unsportsmanlike. It's just a matter of which one we're giving it to, the white team or the black team. After the play there, had a little talk afterwards. Unsportsmanlike conduct on the Warhawks. So that'll push them back 15, make it 2nd and 25.
So in that last play, when a ball gets batted up in the air like that, it is typically in the favor of the defense, who tends to be looking back for where that pass is going to recover. If it's bound, potentially it often will end up in an interception. In this case, the Warhawks, grateful to see that one hit the ground, I'm sure, but then I'm not sure what the foul was, so they do get backed up anyway.
Yep.
And that is
the penalty
second
was
and forever.
after the play, an unsportsmanlike penalty after the play was over. So it's 2nd and 25. Not what West Fork needed. Again, they've kind of shot themselves in the foot a couple of times tonight. Another example of it. Another one there, wide open receiver is missed by Hansen. That's Schreckengast, who keeps finding himself open over the middle. That would have been a gain of 15. Instead, overthrown just a touch. You can't bring it in 3rd and 25.
These guys have spent a lot of time behind the chains tonight.
Yeah, for sure.
And you said it, Joe, that first drive was impressive. They were moving the ball. Things were going their way.
Playing
It
with
looked like it's
tempo.
going to be a game here. But they have not been able to get it going since.
Hansen put Schreckengast in motion. Now he's going to look for him. Over the middle. Caught, but a great tackle right away by Joe Clevenger. That was 15 on the reception there. Short gain makes it 4th and 17. And the Warhawks will punt it away.
I'm sure that means something, but it looked like Joe's flexing his muscles right there.
Now I get 15 on the reception. That is Lambertson, the sophomore, on the reception. He's 6'2". We'll probably see him on the basketball court. They're all 6'2" here in West Fork. We know that.
And they're all good at basketball.
Schreckengast punt. Michaels makes a man miss across the 40, 30, 20.
Oh, Michaels.
Cuts again. Corbin Michaels. Touchdown, Saints.
Not going to catch him today.
His second
My
kickoff return for a touchdown.
Man. Oh, my goodness,
Excuse me,
Michaels.
punt return for a touchdown.
So the way he paused when he caught it, I thought he called fair catch. Was that part of the play, or was that him thinking, which direction will I go? But I saw a pause.
I did too. He certainly didn't make the fair catch signal. I hope these referees did not referee the Minnesota-Iowa game last year and call a mystery fair catch call. So they let him go. 55-yard punt return, 55-yard punt return. Corbin Michaels is electric, and the Saints lead at 39-0. Schwiesau's extra point is good. Let's make it an even 40-0, 2:55 to go in the first half. We'll have a running clock for the rest of this one.
For those of you who wonder, what is a running clock? Running clock is in order to keep the game moving with a 35-point lead. Any team with a 35-point lead in the game, the clock will run, with the exception of, Joe, timeouts.
Timeouts after a score, things like that. Other than that, the clock is going to run. So the rest of this game, if it remains a 35-point differential, will go very, very quickly without those stoppages. It's amazing how, I think last week, right, we had 3 quarters of running clock, and we were done by like 8:20 with a football game that lasted just over an hour. So, including a halftime. So we'll see if we can beat that record here tonight. I doubt it. With 2:55 to go in the first half.
Well, I'm sure it was 3 full quarters of running clock.
Correct.
Yesterday, or yesterday, last week. Seems like yesterday.
Corbin Michaels with his 3rd touchdown of the night. Punt return for a touchdown that time, just to mix it up. You're scoring for the Saints. 24-yard Michaels touchdown run, 64-yard Michaels touchdown run, a 35-yard touchdown run from Klein, a 9-yard touchdown pass from Suisse out of shots, a 6-yard touchdown pass from Suisse out of shots, and a Corbin Michaels 55-yard punt return for a touchdown. Big hit again. Joe Clevenger has been a man on special teams. He makes another
He's
big
a man,
tackle.
all right. He is indeed.
And Ryland Dornkamp has been on the wrong side of those Joe Clevenger hits here tonight on special teams. Gets the brunt of that one as well. They get the ball across the 35-yard line, where they'll have it 1st and 10.
Brad Mulford giving away some money every passing touchdown.
We've cost him a little tonight. 2 passing touchdowns for the Saints tonight.
Thank you for your generous support of Saints TV. There's a QR code up on top for anybody else who wants to donate to the cause. 100% of your donation goes right back to St. Ansgar School.
Straight ahead running for Sunken gets 4. They have decided they can't get outside on us, so they're running up the middle, and I think that's smart. That has been effective. The outside run has not worked. The passing game and the middle run have been the 2 keys for West Fork. I think we'll see a lot more of those the rest of this one.
Yeah, it seems like if they're 3rd down and somewhere between the chains, that's better than usual.
Right, yeah, they've been 3rd and forever a bunch. Hansen just trying to make something out of nothing. Derek Heeman brings him down for another big loss on the play.
And a penalty to go with it.
On the farm also, because this is Class A football. You can always see a farm from a Class A football field, at least real Class A football fields. Penalty is declined. We'll take the loss and make it 3rd and 10. I believe that loss on the play. Yeah,
looking for a ball.
Yeah, there's some question of where was the play spotted. Now they get her sorted out. The side judge here on this side had it marked. So it is 3rd down, 3rd and 12 officially. Hansen to pass, finds Sunken, but it bounces off of his feet, knocked away by Corbin Michaels. Incomplete, 4th and 12. Running clock here, so they'll take it under a minute in the first half, and the Warhawks will punt it away. First half dominated by your Saints. They lead it 40-0. The Saints offense is clicking. The defense has been asked to step up tonight. The passing game for West Fork has been mildly effective, and the Saints have done a good job of keeping them in check. Nice punt there.
Ooh.
Fumbled by Dylan Brum. And it's a scrum now, a matter of who's got it at the bottom of the pile. Tyson Klein, Dylan Brum, and a West Fork player. All 3 have it in their arms. But they ruled the Saints recover. And the Saints dodge a bullet there.
Yeah, they do. No one overly excited. That's usually a sign that the ball ended up in the hands of the receiving team, right?
That will do it in the first half. The Saints lead it 40-0 over West Fork here. And they go to the half with a big lead and a big smile here in Sheffield.
Quick game break for you quickly. Where is the... Nope, not that one. Oops, I got the wrong. So this is a battle over in, District 1, I believe? We saw Sibley Cheatham last fall in the playoffs, and here they are. This is going to be for that 3rd spot in that district as it stands right now, and the Generals are up 19-7 over HMS the Hawks.
Yep. Hartley, Melvin, Sanborn, and like you said, both those teams are likely making the playoffs, but this will sort out who's the 3 seed in that district.
And here's a update from the ACGC Mount Air game. Mount Air punches it into the end zone. They make it 6-14, and then on the ensuing 2-point conversion, they convert. They make that score 8-14. Do the Pirates, right? No, the Raiders.
The Raiders.
The Raiders and the Chargers. That's what that game it looks like. 14-7, and it's still 12-0 in the Northland Maquoketa Valley game. So there are some updates on scores.
I have a Riverside update as well. They lead at 21-0 over 6th-ranked Earlham. Unranked Riverside up 21-0 over Earlham at the half.
Wow. All right, folks.
I have some stats for you as well from this game if you have a moment.
Yeah.
You want to do those now before we go?
Do it.
Let's do this. Jay Shweesow, 3 of 5 passing, 51 yards, 2 touchdowns. Both of those touchdowns to Seth Schatz, who has 2 catches, 15 yards, 2 touchdowns. Dylan Brum adds a catch for 36 yards. Rushing, Corbin Michaels, 7 carries, 144 yards in that first half. 2 touchdowns on the ground and a punt return touchdown for Corbin Michaels. Jay Shweesow's carried it 3 times for 35 yards. Clevenger, 2 carries for 6, and Tyson Klein, 2 carries for 51 yards for young Mr. Klein. That is your Saints stat update here at the half for West Fork. Xander Hansen, 7 of 14 passing, 55 yards. 2 catches for Dornkamp for 30 yards, 2 catches for Schreckengast for 16 yards. Lambertson has that 1 catch for 6 yards, and Dak Sunken has 2 catches for 3 yards. Rushing-wise, the stats are not pretty rushing-wise with all those negative yard plays. The quarterback officially has 4 carries for negative 25 yards. Dak Sunken has 4 carries for negative 15 yards, so they combine for a negative 40 yards of rushing. Do Hansen and Sunken. Fessler has 7 carries, 21 yards, and Blaine Schultz has 1 carry for 1 yard. That's your stat update from here in Sheffield, where the Saints lead the Warhawks 40-0.
Hands off.
This broadcast is made possible thanks to the generous contributions of the advertisers you see here, as well as the Foundation for the Enhancement of Mitchell County and the Saints Legacy Fund.
It's Saints TV's goal to bring the game to those who are unable to cheer from the stands. Watching the stream is free. Creating it is not. Please consider donating to our cause through our donation partner, Give Butter. 100% of your donation goes directly to the St. Ansgar school system, where it is used for the education of our students, the equipment used to create these streams, and the athletic department so that our students can keep competing in the sports that are near to their hearts. Thank you for supporting St. Ansgar, and thank you for giving Butter.
Johnson Oil, we do a little bit of everything from home to tank. We can set your LP tanks, fill your refined fuel, monitor your tanks, fill your LP cylinders, and we can get whatever parts and service you need.
Every single job that we do, either one or both of the owners are on the roof overseeing and often installing the products, which is something that we really pride ourselves on and make sure that we're going above and beyond.
Thank you, Patterson Seed in St. Ansgar, for your generous contributions to Saints TV. For more information on how Patterson Seed can help you get higher yields, contact Mike Patterson at mike@pattersonseed.com.
At Farmers State Bank, we have a proud tradition of commitment of excellence.
Hey guys, what's all the big production about?
We have a couple job openings that we're looking to fill, so we're making a commercial.
Just tell them you're going to pay them well. We're really pretty easy to get along with most of the time, and there's plenty of room for advancement or whatever.
At Farmers State Bank, we have a proud tradition of paying you, being pretty easy to get along with most of the time, and there's plenty of room for advancement, or whatever.
Hello.
Okay, hey, we're back. And I love this slide, by the way. The EJ does have an app. The EJ is the Enterprise Journal of St. Ansgar, Mitchell County's, honestly, it's Mitchell County's only newspaper to this point, really, if you really want to read the news and what's going on in Mitchell County. But I got an app, and this app is fantastic. So we got 6 minutes left here before the end of the half, and I just want to take a moment here to talk about what this EJ app is. EJ's doing a lot of great things. They're writing the stories. They're taking the pictures. By the way, you can find the pictures that the EJ is investing in taking from vantage points that you and I don't have access to, Duke. And those photos can be seen on, this is easy to remember. You don't even need to write it down. Saintsphoto.com. Saintsphoto.com. Check out the photos from these athletic events.
Yeah, we just kind of sit here and babble as stuff is happening, but they think about it and put together, a thought out recaps and, close up pictures, which, is more put together than what we're trying to do.
Yeah, the live streaming thing is kind of an easy, there's no post production on a live stream, which is I love about it. But yeah, Kristen Nixon's out there taking the pictures, writing the articles, getting the pictures onto the website so that you can make a massive wall print for your house. And they're great, great pictures that you couldn't get from the stand. So check that out, saintsphoto.com. Enterprise Journal doing some great things. And get that app. If you missed it, just rewind it, for crying out loud. You're looking at this on some sort of screen. Just rewind it.
You're right. Score update for you in the one game we haven't covered. Tri-Center Neola 22. Woodbury Central 8. Steve has Tri-Center Neola, so
he's tracking
Steve would
well.
like all 4 games to end right now because he would be 4-0 and 9-0 on the season if the games ended right now. Bad news is the games do not end right now. But Maquoketa Valley is ahead. Tri-Center Neola over Woodbury.
Yeah, Anthony, there wasn't a software problem. We're just trying to bring you awesome features like this live look-in at the touchdown that North Lynn just scored, and Maquoketa Valley's streak of shutouts looks to be over.
Although Steve did predict that as well.
Right.
He did.
Said it was going to be a close game. If you're just joining us and didn't watch our preview show, the Maquoketa Valley team has not allowed an offensive point in the prior 5 weeks. They allowed 10 points in week 1, so they've only allowed 10 points all season up until now, where you just saw via live look in North Lynn scores the touchdown.
You saw it right here.
You see it.
And Slam and Sammy has 4 minutes to get that walking taco down because no one wants to listen to him chew it. But third quarter, Slam and Sammy, this kid's massive. He could probably just put it down in one bite.
The 2-point conversion
just get that
is
thing
good.
back and
Lynx make it 8-12. And they're fired up. It's got to be close to halftime. We don't have a o'clock on shout out to KMCH radio station. I believe they're out of is that Manchester?
I could
somewhere over.
I could be convinced it was.
You must be zoomed in a little
Manchester.
bit or something.
I am, just to kind of.
To zoom. That's all right. I'm only asking, I
Is
guess.
this better?
Nope.
Probably making
no,
everybody
sir.
home seasick. Take your Dramamine, folks. It's a rough one.
Speaking of seasick, I just saw Sweet Socks out there wearing some
Sweet
fancy
Socks
blue
is here?
socks. Oh, he's here, Sweet
And
Socks.
he has electric-colored socks on. I'm not
It's
surprised.
electric.
Hey, did you know that the Sweet Socks is now a Vikings fan? He's so pumped up. Every Sunday we watch the Vikings together, Sweet Socks and I.
I noticed that. I noticed
and
that.
he is a diehard Vikings
his
guy
head.
now.
I believe it's his fanhood that has these Vikings 5-0.
I think you're
Oh,
right.
we're going to do it? You want to
Look at him. Look at him.
I got it.
Confirm that Vikings fanhood for me
There
there,
it is.
Sweet Socks.
Hey, Sweet Socks. How do you like following the Vikings? Is that fun?
Do you
What'd he
like
say?
following the
What'd he say?
Vikings? He
You
said
can't-
it's fun, right?
Well, he's got his purple Sweet Socks on right
he
now.
does.
Look at
He's
that.
got Viking socks on.
You can't see the sides of them very well, but they do say Vikings all the way. Let's go, Vikes.
Yeah, look at how purple they are.
There he is. Or he's trying to wolf that thing down right there. Slamming Sammy P.
His 9th meal of the day.
He shows up at concession stand and they say, put it on your tab.
I love it. So, Sweet Socks not ready to admit he's a Vikings fan, but we'll get him there. I understand. I denied it for years and years as well. I totally understand the shame that comes with being a Vikings fan
It's a
and
tough
the
road.
pain.
It's a tough road.
It's a tough road. But, you know, only us dedicated souls deserve this 5-0 start for your Minnesota Vikings. And
Yep.
we also deserve the heartbreak that's coming in the first round of the playoffs when they're a 14-point favorite and lose 48-0. But more importantly, your Saints are rolling here tonight. Minute 36 to go to kickoff here in the second half. Saints lead 40-0. The update from last week, we talked about how the young guys had played 2 games, right? A lot of them had participated in 8 quarters of football already and were not eligible to play. That's not the case tonight. So if your grandma, grandpa, brother, sister, friend, relative of some underclassmen, the way this game is trending, you may get to see them late in this one. And as we start to get substitutions, we're going to try to get you those names and numbers so you can follow along at home. Again, assuming this game continues along this path.
I predict that if Sweet Socks is looking for more than one brother to play tonight, he may be disappointed.
He might, based on the street clothes that the other Teresa is wearing. Doesn't look like a football uniform, unfortunately, for that guy.
Well, Slammin' Sammy P is getting ready to join us here. There's no phone jobber on the end of his mic, which always makes me nervous. It means it's probably running around
I
here
see
somewhere.
it. It's right there.
Do you see it?
I see it.
All right. We'll keep him muted until he gets that baby on, and then it's going to be go live time with the one, the only Slammin' Sammy P, who does not see what you see. Is it a black thing on a black bag?
It is. No, it's down there. Sure it is, on the ground.
Oh, down there, down there. Well, he's got some energy to use.
Check
He's a young
this
fella.
score out.
Okay, what do we got? Give us the update.
Logan Magnolia playing St. Albert's. Tied to start the second half, 7-7. And I believe, let me pull up our district.
Now, you believe that
rankings.
was a big Logan Magnolia win tonight, right? Or Steve said that? No, did Steve
No.
predict that?
This is not a game that was on our radar. But if we look at our, where are they?
Come on, Logan Magnolia.
Yeah, down there in District 8. Logan Magnolia is 2-3, and St. Albert's 2-2 in district. This would shoot them up the rankings, Logan Magnolia, into, would it be the 3rd place in District 8 and into a playoff spot?
So for those at home, what does that mean? A playoff spot exists for which teams?
The top 4 in the district will make the playoffs. And so the first place team in a district will play a 4th place team from another district, and a 2 will play a 3, and so on. So who gets 2nd, who gets 3rd, who gets 4th in each district makes a big deal. The Saints looking to close out the season as a 2 assuming the Saints win out and do the West Hancock Eagles. That would make the Saints a 2 seed. So this game you see on the screen here is for a third-place spot, so a potential opponent first round for the Saints. It'd be a big travel, and it depends on how the scores across the state and the district final standings after Week 8 shake out, and then after that, how the committee decides where teams are going to play. It's kind of like March Madness, where they go into a room and decide, and I guess I don't know how they actually do it, but I'm assuming something like that.
We do a fair amount of predicting around here.
And we did a show about predicting this week around the campfire. So go check that out if you want to see potential matchups. And if Logan Magnolia pulled off the upset in this game that we're looking at, that would be a shake-up in the standings for sure.
Second half about ready to get underway with their Saints leading 40-0. 12 minutes on the clock. The Saints will receive the opening kickoff here in the second half. Brum and Michaels back to receive. Xander Hansen does the kicking for Westport.
Ooh.
You got your popcorn Gatorade delivery?
I did. I got it. It wasn't magic this time, guys.
There was no magic involved. Just a caring, loving wife.
It came from another planet. That's my clue.
Hansen's kick is fielded by a big fella. That is Hansen. Dylan Hansen.
He's pretty happy
with
about
his
that.
First kick return of the season. Lays the hammer on the sideline on the way up, and the Saints will start it at the 40-yard line after D-Hans gets him going for the second half. What a hit. Boom. That's fun.
Got to make a clip of that.
Just don't say any words that start with P, slamming Sammy Porish, because his pop filter is gone. We don't know where it is.
I think it'll be all right.
Slamming Sammy, welcome.
Probably need to unmute him. Does he deserve
He's
that?
not muted, right?
There he is.
Is he plugged in?
Glad to be here.
There he is.
We are
Slamming
glad
Sammy
to
P.
be in your presence.
Penalty flag on the first play of the second half.
Slim and Sammy can't really get started until Duke asks him the question of the day.
How have you been keeping?
I've been keeping very well.
So I got a question for you there, little Slam Sam. You ever seen I was going to ask you just some random question that my mind blanked. I usually have one like in the can, but
I thought you were doing something off the movie Airplane because we were doing those quotes earlier, and that was not going to be appropriate.
Yeah, no, I wasn't going to do. I was going to do like something similar, but I was not thinking about that.
Connor Mullenback in for Corbin Michaels gets the carry.
Surely I wasn't being serious.
I was, and don't call me Shirley.
How good has Corbin Michaels been?
Good enough that they appear to be resting him here in the second half. He appears to be fine, has his helmet, is upright, is standing under his own free will and free power on the sideline. But he's getting a breather here on this drive as Connor Mullenback goes in for him. Connor Mullenback's number 7. Pass to Mullenback. Mullenback up the sideline. Across the 30 and out of bounds. Nice gain on the quick hitter from Schweiss out of Mullenback.
Thank you.
It's like every single play is above an average of 20 yards.
Yeah.
It just seems like it's like.
Yeah, the play average tonight has got to be close to 20 yards. You are correct.
You know that Boise State running back? The Boise State running
Yeah,
back?
oh, yeah, the guy who leads
Genty?
the country in rushing. Can't think of his name off the top of my head.
Genty. Is his
Genty.
name.
There you go.
And he's just. And this is like the game that Corbin's been having.
Sorry, folks. Someone brought me a beef stick, and I didn't get that replay queued up because I
Joe
was.
Clevenger does not have it. Instead, Schweiss keeps it.
I think he was looking to pitch and decided just to go.
Going to get a flag to bring this one back. Nice run by Schweiss, but a little aggressive on the block there by a man in white. And he gets caught on the aggressive block, and that'll bring that one back.
I was with you, Joe. The play was running away from us, and I'm trying to keep the focus here on where is that ball right now. It looked like we saw maybe was thinking about the pitch, decided to keep it.
Keep it, yeah.
So, yeah, we didn't.
And it smells like beef stick here in the booth. That is not helping my concentration levels either.
Would you like one? Beef stick smells better when you're actually eating
Eating
one.
it, no doubt. They're kind of off-putting when you're just smelling it, calling a football game.
Well, we got more.
They really do sound good.
Snack of Saints TV.
The official snack of Saints TV, we think Duke said. So we appreciate the, is that a Hillshire Farms sponsorship now that we're looking for on that one?
Nope, Finesse Livestock.
Oh, Sheffield, Iowa, right here in town.
Local.
Clevenger.
It is Clevenger this time.
An angry run right there.
That was an angry run from Joe Clevenger. He gets the penalty yardage back plus the 10. First down, Saints.
How is Slam and Sammy's gain? I wish he was a little louder.
Well,
I think
he
the
just
fans would
needs
like to hear him too.
Adjust that.
All right, get up there.
Try
Slam
it
and
now.
Sammy. Hello, sir.
Hello.
That's better.
He was just keeping
Much
the
better.
mic.
It's better.
He was keeping his mic how he was keeping too far. That didn't.
How you been keeping? Too far from my mouth.
Too far. I've been keeping my mic too far.
Right.
Back in the wishbone.
This one's a handoff to Magic Molly. Doesn't get anything right there.
Molly brought down immediately.
You know, he was Magic Molly, I think, during the basketball season. And then for baseball, he requested that he be Holy Moly. And I think it's Guacamole for football season.
Can't keep up with him.
2nd and 9.
It's like Jaguar Durango.
A little bit like Jaguar Durango. Tough to keep
The
up with
appliance
them.
salesman, Jaguar Durango?
I'm planting seeds to, subconscious people will hear that.
I love it. I love it.
They won't know anything about it right now, so they'll forget about it. But in the future, they'll be like, oh, yeah.
Tyson Klein.
Oof.
Tripped up as he tries to make the cut there. Got tangled up with Clevenger and Dak Sunken.
May have gotten his foot stepped on.
I think he might have as well. Makes
Try
it
to make a
3rd
cut.
and 13. So the first negative play of the night, other than penalties.
Quick game break for you. ACGC gets back on the board with a long touchdown run. I didn't see who that was. It's kind of small, as you can see. Can't really see the numbers. And they're wearing like a special pink out jersey, perhaps. Like gray and pink. But anyway, they opened the lead up to 20-something, I believe. I didn't see if they got the extra point or not. But
3rd and long, handoff inside to Clevenger. Clevenger bowls ahead for 5. That's what they wanted. There's 4 down territory.
Bowles is correct.
That was a bowl, wasn't it?
I mean,
You think we'll try a field goal here, sir? Just to exercise that field goal unit, or are we going for it? It is 4th and 8.
I'd go for the field goal.
you can't tell. It's the same formation. I mean, personnel is.
Same personnel.
In
I
high
hear you.
school football, a blocked field goal, the defense cannot score.
Can't score with it anyway. You're correct. The Saints are going to attempt the field goal here. Again, this is all about, right, just exercise those muscles. Let's see if we can make a field goal in a time where we need it. Snap is good. Hold is good. Kick is up. And it is no good. Just wide right. I thought they might do that to us again, where it sure looks good, but it just wide right.
That looks right down the middle. I don't know about
It's funny how angles and perspective are key. Saints missed the field goal, turn it over on downs. Their first possession of the night that does not end in points, but I like the effort there in terms of getting the practice in, right? Get the rep in. Live in a game mode. You do it in practice all the time, but it's just different in a game.
I didn't know how far away ACGC really was.
ACGC is
not as far as Mount Air.
Not as far as Mount
Yeah, you
Air.
can just see right there. It goes past the upright.
That's what I thought I saw, which is why I held the good, because I'm like, I think I saw a ball on the wrong side of the yellow there. But it is really hard to tell from here.
Yeah. ACGC is by Des Moines.
It
which
is.
I didn't really realize.
It is west of Des Moines, I believe, right off the interstate.
Several miles west of Des Moines.
Do we have another timeout before the drive starts? We do. It looks like they're trying to get some different personnel into the game, perhaps, and that created the timeout, the need for a timeout for the Saints. So the Saints call timeout here as they're going to start to shuffle a few of the backups in, it appears.
Go Big Red.
Saints leading this one 40-0 over the West Fork Warhawks. If you're wondering, where is West Fork? Well, we're in Sheffield, Iowa tonight. Another perfect night for football. Cheerleaders be cheering.
If you know where Fork is, just follow the sundown.
Better than the last away game that we had last year. That was
brutal. The rain.
Oh, Lake
30
Mills.
Number 31, Hale Dietrich. Number 33, Jonathan Polito. Number 56, Jevin Damon. Number 4 is Daniel Sutcliffe, who we see every once in a while. 52 out there as well. That's Luke Peterson for the Saints. So you start to see some backup defenders going into the game.
Gavin Squire, number 1.
Gavin Squire, number 1 out there for the Saints. Number 60 going on the field, that is Hudson Ostrander. Goes in for Aiden Beeson, who comes out. Aiden's played a nice game tonight inside those big fellas up front. Don't want their name called on either side of the football. We'll give him a shout-out tonight. Against his will.
I like that.
We aren't calling for a penalty, so he'll take it, right? That's usually what they don't want to hear.
Yeah. Let's see if we can get something good right here.
JT Red, number 10, out there for the Saints as well.
That's what I say at a gumball machine.
54, Mason Beeland taking the field. He'll go in for Braden Halverson. Braden Halverson, shout out Braden again, plays both ways on both lines throughout the night and did a great job again tonight. Didn't call his name one time, so we'll do it there.
Slam Sam, would you say you have any gifts?
Gifts for what?
Like things you're good at, talented at, naturally, aptitude, that sort of thing.
3rd and 5.
I don't really want to be too. Well, what's the word you call it? I forgot what the word you call it.
Near the first down, but short is Xander Hansen on the carry.
I mean, I don't want to,
Andrew
brag.
Hall in on the tackle.
Is that the word you're thinking of?
Well, I don't really
Cave
want to.
exploration, is that your gift?
No, I don't know what I don't really want to brag.
Oh, no, you don't have to brag. It's not bragging.
I'd
4th and 2, and the Warhawks a punt.
Joe's rolling his eyes at me.
I'm not even paying attention. I'm calling the game.
I said I'm good at.
I'm just trying to get a little update in so people at home can understand where we're going. You guys keep going.
No. I'm just filling air. Taking up space like usual. Long end-over-end punt. Takes the
Good
Saints.
roll.
Not a Saints bounce.
No, a Warhawk bounce.
Big word.
Down to the 35-yard line.
No, I'd say I'm good at most of the sports I play. Maybe baseball is my least talented sport, but yeah.
Timeout called by the Saints. Again, I believe that's to make substitutions. So we'll try to get you a rundown of who's going on the field as the coaches try to figure out who's going on the field here. 2:21 to go in the 3rd quarter. We saw the backups in on defense, what I would call the second teamers in on defense, and see if they go in on offense as well.
But number 1 in our hearts.
Number 1 in our hearts is right. Looks like we're going to get some combo platter of starters and substitutions here.
You guys aren't going to be able to announce my games in high school.
Why?
That's the thing that's going to be sad. If you guys continue to do it.
Why wouldn't we? They're going to have to tear this mic out of my cold, dead fingers.
Fact. I don't intend to. I'm going to leave them in your cold, dead fingers. But it might not be quite as entertaining to listen to you, but you'll be there.
That's right. That's right. I'll be there.
Believe it.
I'll be haunting your games if I have to.
Yeah.
Me and Sweet
Slam and
Sox, the
Sammy.
dynamic duo.
Oh, I can't wait to call the Slam and Sammy to Shui Sox on the pass and the dunk and the. I can't wait.
Alley-oop.
The alley-oop. Yeah, it'll be the alley-oop from Shui Sox to 7'7" Porsche, who doesn't even have to jump to dunk it by the time he's a junior.
That's what I'm wondering.
If he'd see him then walking tacos.
You were talking about alley-oop. I got a feeling that Slam and Sammy will actually be alley-ooping Sweet Sox?
Ooh.
All right, help me with some
Never do
numbers
that.
here, Slam and Sammy. Who do we see out there so we can get them a shout-out? I got 22, Drew Carlson in at tight end.
Joe Clevenger's in at quarterback.
Joe Clevenger in at quarterback. Number 60, Hudson Ostrander out there. 15, Zachary Eckwall. 59 is going on the field right now. 59 is Hale Dietrich.
What?
Hale
59.
Dietrich's also 31. I don't know how he can be both. Maybe he changed jerseys. I'm not sure.
I think he did. I saw him take off his jersey.
There you go. That's what he did. He has 2 numbers. I had talked to him in person. I hunted him down one day. I was like, Hale, you got to talk to me about what number you are. And he said, well, it depends. If I'm playing tight end, I'm 31. If I'm not, I'm 59.
JT Red on the carry.
Is that Red?
Pretty sure that's JT Red.
Number 10.
Number 10, JT Red.
JT Red.
J10 Red.
First down, Saints. The freshman does good work there. Luke Peterson, number 52, he's out there. Zachary Eckwall running in the play here for the Saints.
22-8 at halftime for Tri-Center and Woodbury Central.
I'm waiting to see that Clevenger to Clevenger run.
Who's the other guy in the backfield here?
Matt Clevenger.
Matt Clevenger is number 3. He's in the backfield.
Clevenger to Clevenger.
You called it, Sammy.
5-yard gain right there.
Look at that sportsmanship. JT Red helps the opposing player off the ground. You don't see that every day.
56, Jevin Damon on the field.
3-yard gain. I thought it was more than a 3-yard gain.
It sure looked like it. I agree. 23 running the play, and that's Dylan Nunez Rodriguez.
He's royalty.
Homecoming king.
The king himself in at split end.
Wait. No, that's not the king.
That's not the king.
That's right. You said Dylan.
I mean,
All Hail Dietrich sounds like a name of a king.
Does.
All Hail Dietrich does.
It does. Gain of 8.
I mean, he technically is royalty.
No.
Brother.
Short of the first down. 3rd and 2.
That's a great point.
That will do it for the third quarter. After 3, Saints lead 40-0.
Slam and Sammy always gets shorted on his quarters here. We better let him stay. I mean, my
The
goodness.
fourth one's going to be fast as well.
Yeah.
It's going to be fast.
It always seems that the games I stay for the fourth quarter always happens to not be close. It always happens to be a blowout. Unlike the Nashville game where we only won by 27. Not to say I had anything to do with it.
Only 27.
I hear you.
Only 27.
A lot of movement by number 55 there. I expect to see Zader to make an appearance here.
I believe we'll see Gavin Squire at quarterback. That'll be number 1. And Zaid Shell, 55, at center. Soon, as they're practicing that center quarterback exchange. Then not now, though. Not now. Coach Clevenger says, get over there. We'll go in a minute. I have a feeling we'll see them soon. Perhaps after this drive.
Sort of a cold night. Apparently it's only 60 right now, but definitely feels like under 60.
You guys keep an eye on those substitutions for me. Let me know if we need to call anybody else out there. I think I see it.
Clevenger, it's a handoff up the middle to
Hall. Andrew Hall, nice game. First down, Saints. Now Zaid Shell and Gavin Squire go in. So Shell will be your 55, will be your center, and Gavin Squire will be your quarterback. Joe Clevenger, Jackson Vroom. Just shout out Jackson Vroom again. Another lineman does not want to hear his name. Did not hear it tonight, but we'll do it as he comes off the field for the night. Great job, Jackson Vroom.
You guys see how what you just fall just snuck up on us? Like one day it's just the trees are bright green leaves, and then the next day they're bright red. Just
Slam and Sammy is waxing poetically. Is that the term?
Get somebody to go moving early. Looks like split end moved early there. That'll cost the Saints 5.
now, I mean, some trees don't even have leaves over here. That's
Heck. They're probably ash trees. They're probably dead.
yeah.
Because I think that tree didn't have any leaves when we were here for baseball season either. So
It's got a little bit in the bottom of it.
it's trying.
Kind of hard to cut it down the way it's placed.
Well, while y'all are doing that, I'm going to do this. Check out this game break update.
Well, you're going to play right now.
Oh, no. Sorry.
That's all right. That's all right.
Squire, another.
Motion penalty. JT Red's run wasted. JT Red, who, by the way, here, Graham and Grandpa are calling him JT Red now. It's sticking. It's starting to happen, folks. We've been trying to get the JT Red name to stick, and it appears like it's happening.
Check out this trick play. 85-yard reverse by ACGC. They marched, well, not marched down the field, marched down the field in one play. And they convert on the, that's kind of a weird shaped press box. Oh, it must be like a huddle cam
It's
thing.
huddle cam. Definitely huddle cam.
Oh, huddle's going to be after us.
Compliments to Saints TV sponsor Huddle Cam.
Anyway, the Chargers make it 28-6 in that one. They are making Steve look better and better.
Squire. Hand off to JT Red this time. He cuts upfield. JT Red gets back.
Yeah, he
11.
gets almost 10. Yeah.
JT Red's
Two
got good
penalties
vision
in a row.
too.
Made it 1st and 21. Yeah, so 2nd and 10's not bad.
I mean, handed it off to him 3 times in a row. They were just
I
2
heard
false
that.
starts.
Thank you, St. Ansgar State Bank, for sponsoring the T-shirt Cannon, which takes place at the end of the first and third quarters of every game.
Squire with the pass. He almost throws an interception. Bit of a wobbly pass right there.
Intended for Hall, perhaps?
Wobble, baby, wobble, baby.
Riverside is taking it to Earlham. They lead it 34-0. Riverside does over Earlham at the end of the third quarter.
Are you kidding me?
Steve called it. The number 6 team in Class A is going to get beat by unranked Riverside.
Holy cow.
Welcome to the club. I'm betting they'll be ranked. Maybe not.
I'm betting they will replace Earlham. Handoff.
I'm betting Maquoketa Valley does.
Yeah, Maquoketa Valley did. Well, no, Northland might need to fall out as well. Maybe 5 ends if Northland, or if Maquoketa Valley hangs on to beat Northland. I think both Riverside and Maquoketa Valley should be ranked.
Right.
Will that get rid of, so Northland losing from your Saints' perspective is...
Oh, no, that game is still close. That is a close game.
Okay, so that is one the Saints are watching closely, right? Because they are undefeated, Northland is, but the Saints are ranked ahead of them.
Handoff Clevenger.
A loss from Northland would eliminate or alleviate that concern of them jumping us in the rankings, which
Quick
matter for playoffs.
Live check-in right here.
First down, Saints.
Saints get the first down. It's kind of grainy, but Maquoketa Valley still hanging on to that 12-8 lead. They just kind of started the second half here, but they are punching. What are they, Wildcats? Wildcats. Did I say punching?
You said
They're
punching.
marching. They're marching down the field looking to punch it in. They're getting closer and closer to the goal line there. It looks like 3rd and goal from about the 7 or 8 or something like that.
So Maquoketa Valley looking to go punch it in there on Northland in the third quarter.
They're up 4 right now, 12-8.
Squire. Handoff up the middle to Hall, I believe.
That's Andrew Hall. 29 coming in here on this play. That's Brody Dolph. Number 29, Brody Dolph, comes in for Hall.
Looking like the JV game right here.
Heard that.
It's fun to see these guys get some playing time, isn't it?
Yeah. Very fun. You know, right now, looking kind of like what West Hancock did last year. You know, we could, just saying, looking good right now. Don't want to jinx it.
I think you just did if you were gonna.
Do we have any wood right now? Oh.
That is a cement wall behind you.
Cement shaped to look
looks
like
wood. It
Knock on
definitely
cement.
looks like
No one will
wood.
hear you. Hey, I have a question for you, Slam and Sammy.
Yo.
Do you think Coach Clevenger's doing a pretty decent job of coaching tonight?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Loaded question.
Careful how you answer this.
I don't know if I can answer it any other way.
I was really hoping you'd just pull something out that America wanted to hear, but he took the safe route. Probably smart.
We ask the hard
JT
questions
Red.
here on Saints TV.
Yes, we do.
JT Red, gain of 8 on first down.
West
2nd and
Fork.
3.
West Fork
2nd and
player
2.
down on the ground.
We have an injured player on the field. Well, no.
He bounced. He doesn't want to come out of the game. He doesn't have any choice, I don't believe. No,
He
yeah.
just
Say
popped
the
right
referees make him come out of the game. That does stop the clock.
Zach Valtrades running in the play. A little over 6.5 minutes remaining in this one.
These second halves go fast with the running clock. No points scored in the second half.
Handoff. Dolph just stuffed at the line of scrimmage.
That'll make it third down. Saints can get a first down inside the 5.
Speaking of the Minnesota
They
Vikings,
give them the first down.
Got it.
It is a first down, Saints.
How have those Vikings been doing, huh?
All they do is win, and it's getting harder to win, but that doesn't matter as long as they keep winning. There are no style points in football.
There are not. And if they could just play a first half and just be done, then it would be pretty amazing to watch.
It's kind of like Steve. He wishes all the games would end at halftime.
I think Steve is still doing all right.
Clevenger.
Not going to lie.
Down at the 2-yard line, I believe.
At the end of 6 from Los Angeles, the Dodgers lead 1-0.
Oh, my. That is tight.
Wait, is the series tied 2-2?
Yes, this is for all the marbles.
Now, I watch baseball on Saints TV, too. Are these 7-inning games?
Ooh. The good baseball games are seven innings, but Major League games are 9.
Oh, wow. Okay,
Yes.
so that thing is not over.
JT Red.
Wow.
Touchdown.
Add that touchdown to JT Red's stats.
Pound for pound, the best fighter in town, JT Red with a short touchdown run makes it 46-0 Saints.
I want the T-shirt. Pound for pound, the best fighter in town.
We're gonna get those made.
Red.
Wait, so what's the picture looking like? Mets, Yankees, and the
So the Mets will play the Dodgers in the next round.
Dodgers. Well, you never know.
Well, assuming this score holds.
Well.
Yes, we have to assume.
And then Mets versus it's either Guardians or the Tigers, I believe. They have a winner-take-all game
Correct.
as well.
I believe you're right. Extra points up and good. 47-0. The Saints lead it here. 5:14 to go in this one.
We don't like to talk about the Twins. That's a bit.
They're going to get new owners, so the Twins are they'll be fixed after this.
A little bit rough. Injuries, man. Hate to see them.
We'll check some score updates here.
Here's one. Speaking of, guess who just punched it in the end zone? Maquoketa Valley. We showed you a game break earlier. Here they are finishing off the drive. They go up, and I believe they got the 2-point conversion as well. So it is 20-8 down in Coggin. Is that where the old Lynx play? I think it's in Coggin, Iowa.
I believe you.
Northland.
Northland. It's in that
Somewhere
part of
down
the
there.
world. Yeah. It's kind of
Long
no
way
man's
from
land.
here.
It's a long
Cedar
long way
Rapids,
from here.
east of there, or something like that.
It's like Cedar Rapids, Davenport, the Quad Cities, Iowa City, and Pella all said, let's make a town in the middle of nowhere between all of us, and that's where they put Northland.
Northland's not a town.
Well, the school.
But the school, yes.
Yeah. And then they said, no one can say Coggin, so let's make it Northland.
Smart.
We're
I
not
don't
trying to
think
trash
any of
talk
that's
Northland.
True. No,
But
no.
we're
I'm just trying to make stuff up to fill time in a 47-0 football game.
I thought you had other scores for us, Joe. Is that?
Oh, I do.
I just
got
interrupted
so
you.
distracted.
Zach of all trades, by the way, about to kick, and amazing things happen when he does. So don't miss that.
Important update. Zach of all trades boots it.
Oh, good snag right there.
He's like the squib master. He's just got that down.
Squib master.
Earlham averts the shutout, and they score on a fumble recovery for a touchdown for 74 yards, 34-17. Riverside leads 10 minutes to go in that one.
Scoop and score.
A scoop and score, 75-yard version of scoop and score.
So an all-in update.
Here's
4
another
games
update.
were picked by
St. Albert
Steve.
10. They got a field goal, but Logan Magnolia answers with a touchdown of their own. 14-10. The Panthers, I believe, leading the Eagles, or no, what are they? St. Albert, I don't remember.
No, they're like the Gales or something.
Yeah, the
aren't they?
Gales,
No,
but
that's St. Edmund.
Oh,
St. Albert is something else.
All the Saints.
we're the only Saint school in the state that's a public school.
Yes, we sometimes get accused of not being public.
Fumble! Rooski.
Ball is
And it
out. We have a mass of bodies.
Recovered by the Saints.
Recovered by who?
Daniel Sutcliffe.
Daniel Sutcliffe picks it up, falls on it, recovers the fumble. Saints football.
The clock continues to move. Less than 4 minutes to go in this one. And look
Just
at that.
a not
Just
clean handoff.
tough handoff.
Miscommunication there. Ball's on the ground.
A mess of bodies in there.
Dog pile. Saints come up with it.
Next
No
year,
one's more disappointed than the Saints defensive line who was going to get to play, right?
Yeah.
They recover the backups recover the fumble, and the offense goes back on the field.
Squire, hand off to Clevenger. He bursts up. He's rumbling down the field. Matt Clevenger gets in the end zone for a touchdown.
Oh,
I think he
I don't think
Sammy.
caught from behind
Sammy.
at the, what, 1? 2? It was so close. Matt Clevenger says he wants that defense to have their chance to be back on the field, so he is going to try to get it into the end zone.
Holy cow.
Stopped just short.
That definitely looks like
Slam and Sammy, I hear that great coaching is in your family. What do you think this next play is?
Call it here for us. What do you
fullback
think?
Dive.
Fullback dive to Dolph.
Wait, who's in the back?
I think Clevenger needs to get this, doesn't he?
Well, it is Clevenger.
You got it.
So
Matt Clevenger finishes it off. Touchdown Saints. 53-0 as the JV team puts one up. 2:45 to go.
I mean, I don't even know the plays, but he was so close to getting the touchdown. I felt like you got to give it to him. Give him the touchdown, right?
Yeah.
yeah, Candle Genius was the genius that time. Anyways, we got a 53-0 game here in Sheffield.
Extra point. Varsity squad on to kick the extra point. Need reps here. Missed too many of these.
Yep.
Is going to be the message sent. Here's something we got to clean up, so let's work on it here. Shreesow on to kick the extra point. Try to make it 54-0. Good job by Shots to pick up the low snap.
Oh, doink.
Now we missed left that time. Doinked it off the left.
Yep.
We needed the double doink to kick it back in. Instead, it doinks out, so it remains 53-0, 2:45 to go.
You know, they're only one doink away from the double. Unfortunately, they needed the other doink.
One doink short.
The less doinks, the better, in my opinion.
Well, so it's an even number of doinks. Or
Well, they don't cancel out unless it goes in.
I guess I thought that's what the double doink did. So in either case, Saints lead here 53-0 in Sheffield.
All right,
2:45 remaining on this one.
Let's settle this in the group chat. See, here's the situation. Eric and I are disagreeing on the double doink, and really all you need to know is I'm right and he's wrong. So let us know whose side are you on?
You take sides
Chat's
here in
open.
the chat.
Chat is open. Chat's open.
It has gotten chilly here in West Fork, boys and girls. I have 2 sweatshirts on, and I am cold.
Hey, touch the wall behind you. This thing holds heat all winter.
Oh,
yes,
nice.
it does. Well, the flies are in it.
Eckwall, number 15 on to
It's like a
do
bunker.
the kicking.
It's a bunker, all right.
64, Zach. No, Nay. Who's 64? I don't have a. Oh yeah, 64 is now Zach Jensen. He used to be 74. He's now 64 on the field.
You know, honestly, when they say you got to change numbers to play certain positions, and I feel like that's got to be more confusing than just letting number 50 play tight end.
I'm with you. 28, Keegan Zacharias joins the defense here, unless he was out there last time and I missed it, which is possible.
I didn't see it either. I'm going to go with he's just joining.
He's just joining. 8. Number 8, Trey Johans on for the Saints as well.
Made a mistake of not wearing the sweatshirt. I didn't think it was going to get that
Slam
cold.
Sammy is going to need some more nutrients because he's going to shiver and burn a lot of calories wearing shorts and a T-shirt here.
I see number 8, and I'm like, is that Ryan Cole? I'm like, no. Well, it must be Carson Sparrow. No. It's Trey Johans.
It's Trey Johans. So the Saints' backup defense gets their opportunity after recovering the fumble last time. Matt Clevenger said, defense, I want you to get a few reps, so I'm going to go ahead and score quickly so you can get your chance to be back out there. They do just that and perform admirably on that play, although no turnover that time. Kind of disappointed. They were 1 play, 1 turnover.
I think the cheerleaders are going to need some backups with all these
no doubt
jumping jacks they're having to do.
We might need to start counting by tens.
So this one's all Saints here in West Fork. They dominate tonight. Good tune-up. Last road game of the regular season.
Oh, good hit from Andrew
That
Hall.
Andrew Hall in on the tackle. Nice job.
I mean, never.
Number 26.
Hey, they could come back. No.
Running clock. 54 seconds left in this one. Should be enough time for, well, depending on how they do it. They could get by with just 1 play. 3rd and 8. Nice job by the interior.
That
no gain or short gain.
Will be the end, unless they decide.
You know, Joe, you talked about in the pregame ACGC being the real deal. Check this play out. About a 30-yard pass over the middle, makes 3 guys miss. That is a big explosive play. They've had those all night long, and they are rolling over Mount Air. It is 33-8 in that one.
Wow. So that was one of those games we were keeping an eye on tonight. ACGC rolls. We'll get you some more score updates, but for now, it's final here in Sheffield where the Saints beat the Warhawks 53-0.
Great game by the Saints. Still a couple things to work on with the field goal stuff, but took a lot away from this. I think that a lot of good positives, obviously.
For sure.
Saints have been rolling the last couple of weeks.
Yep.
Thanks again, Sammy.
Thanks, Sam.
We'll see you next week.
He's cold. He's out of here.
Ansgar.
That's right. He's
cold and
freezing.
out of here. He's got a good shirt on. I'm surprised he's not cozy warm in that Saints TV shirt.
Duke, I'll echo what you said. I think tonight was about working on a few things, tuning a few things up. We had an opportunity defensively to work on that short passing game on the defensive side of it, and I think performed fairly well there. Got to see a bunch of those quick hitter passes, which we will see more of as you get deeper in the playoffs. You're going to run into more teams who can run it and throw it. So that will be
we
important.
Just saw that from ACGC, too.
Yep, you got it. You see what
team.
they do, right? And likely a road to the championship goes through a team like that.
Speaking of pass plays, here's a look in at the Logan Magnolia game. This is not the play I wanted to show, but I think it'll be the next one here. Oh, I was going to have that time perfectly to just kind of keep rolling with the conversation. You talk about pass plays, Joe. Watch this play coming up here.
I'm watching.
This is a potential, I mean, it would be a trip, but depending on how one of these teams could be playing the St. Ansgar Saints in the playoffs. So that's why we keep checking in with some of these game scores because, you know, these are teams that if you haven't heard of them or you don't know much about them, you probably will here the next couple of weeks come playoff time.
Yep.
So here's that play that, talking about pass plays here. Look at this.
You said this is Logan Magnolia?
Logan Magnolia. They're up 14-10. This would be an upset, I would say. Long pass down the sideline. I seen a flag come in. Touchdown for the Panthers. I'm guessing a pass interference.
Yeah, I'm betting you might be right.
But
I will
look to be rolling.
Wow.
I have stats as well, but another quick score update. Tri-Center Neola all over Woodbury Central, 28-8. They will hand Woodbury Central their second loss, first in district play, and it looks like Tri-Center Neola will be the 1 seed out of that district.
Wow.
So that will be that's a fun one. Riverside scores to go up even further in their game, so they're gonna win that one as well. From here in Sheffield, your stats look like this. Let's quickly go through some West Fork stats for you. Hansen ends up with 54 yards passing on the night. Tyler Fessler has 23 yards of rushing for the Warhawks. Not much else doing statistically for the Warhawks. For the Saints, Jay Sweesout, 4 of 6 passing, 78 yards, 2 touchdowns. Both of those touchdown passes to Seth Schatz.
He had a good game.
Sure did. Corbin Michaels did not play in the second half. We believe that is just a let's rest him, let's not get him hurt move. So he does not play in the second half. He has 7 carries, 144 yards, 2 touchdowns, and a punt return for a touchdown. Corbin Michaels had himself a heck of a first half. Didn't need to play the second half.
260 yards over the last 2 weeks and really only playing 4 quarters of football. Am I correct?
You got it.
216 last week, 144 this week.
You got it. Matt Clevenger ends up with 54 yards of rushing. Jay Sweesout with 35. Connor Mullenbeck with 7. Jager Trenton with 25 yards rushing. Joe Clevenger, 27 yards rushing. Andrew Hall, 26. Tyson Klein, 47. So everybody who touched the football had 25 yards or so, and about 9 guys touched the football. Another one of those nights. adds statistically to the team's total in a huge way, but no individuals, right, are going to obviously 144 yards out of Corbin Michaels is a nice night as well. Going to put him.
That's all right.
Put him over 750 yards rushing on the season. But the Saints continue to do what the Saints do, which is win with balance and good defense.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I agree. If you're looking for, hey, what's next on Saints TV? This is Friday, so on nothing tomorrow. There'll be Hitmen baseball from noon to 6. That's just the North Iowa's premier high school baseball fall ball league going on. Lots of baseball players from lots of communities in North Iowa. Just kind of fun to tune in and watch some fall baseball. Monday, we expect to see a junior varsity game hosted by Not Your Average Joe here on Saints TV. That one's taking place in St. Ansgar, is that correct?
Yes, Garner Hayfield comes to St. Ansgar on Monday for a JV game.
If you can be there, please be there. If not, there's Saints TV for that. Tuesday, I don't think there's we talked about volleyball. We don't see any volleyball on the schedule for next week.
I think they'll be rolling into the playoffs the following week, right? They start already?
You're right. I think you're right. We expect to see some 7th and 8th grade football on Tuesday, I believe.
Yep, we'll bring you that.
So we'll bring you that. And then Friday, Lake Mills in St. Ansgar for the final regular season football game of the year. Unbelievable.
Unbelievable. It's time for that already. But Week 8, rolling in, the Saints will head into Week 8, 6-1 on the season. Hold serve, obviously, with Lake Mills. They... I assume won tonight. We did not get a score update, but they'll come in 4-4 or 5-1 in district play.
Lake Mills?
Yeah.
No, I think they played West Hancock, right?
Oh, that's right. They hadn't played West Hancock yet. Let's see what that score was. Let me make a prediction. I'm going to say that score was 42-7.
Let's see.
Let's see if we can find it.
By the way, what you're looking at, they don't have the score updated on the top, but North Lynn just scored a touchdown and got the extra point. So it is 20-16 with only a few seconds left in the third quarter. That was a senior night there for North Lynn, and took a little longer for them to get started. So that's why that game. And they don't have a running clock like we do.
It's one to watch.
And the final score of the Lake Mills West Hancock game was 60-6. I'll give you 2 guesses on who won it.
Okay. I don't think I'll use either one. I'll let you guys make that assumption at home, but West Hancock rolls.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. And we are going to be rolling out in the dark if we don't get this torn down.
We're shutting the lights off here on us.
The team's still on the field, so at least we're not the last ones out.
I bet as soon as they leave, it's going to get dark. So.
Yeah, I think you're right. Thanks for joining us. We will see you next time on Saints TV. Nighty night.
As the Germans say, Auf Wiedersehen. Tschüss.